headset was up really high, or y'all are just really extra loud tonight, so I got overstimulated for a moment.
That's fair. I'm sorry.
We just have extra love
It's
for you.
it's probably just my headset was up too high.
It might have gotten bumped or something.
Yeah, I'm adjusting the audio now.
Okay, good. Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Do
That's
not
better.
Loud.
We love you.
Anybody want a Sour Patch watermelon?
Do keep those away from me, otherwise I'm going to steal the entire bag.
Y'all are gonna hate this place.
Here you go. I mean,
Have enough to share.
I also
Good Jesus Christ.
I made strawberry cupcakes with a cream cheese frosting today.
Okay, I'll have one of those.
I will happily take one of those.
I will have 7 of them, actually.
It was delicious.
Dibs.
Guys with the fucking dibs. Oh my god.
This is the first time I've been out dibsed.
I got the dice that Brian sent me, and 1, they're absolutely gorgeous. 2, I'm excited to play with them, and 3, this 1d20 is like a mystical object within itself.
Is it a player killer?
I don't know yet. I've been very careful about rolling it, but like I got this like rose gold kind of coppery metal D7.
Ooh, those are metal.
I'm excited about. And there's also like a normal resin pride dice. It's a little hard to see in the light, but they there we go. Aha. Our pride dice, and then like a pastel glitter pride, which makes me very.
I got you
This
both the
die.
pride dice.
This die right here has been the cause of so much shenanigans this week. This has murdered so many things. This has caused so many fucking problems.
And then
I love
the
this
other
die.
one. This is a big D20.
Oh, that's a chunkaho.
Yes, look at it. It's so glittery and pretty. It's just like glass and reflectiveness. I don't actually know what the hell it's made out of, but it's
so pretty.
Same dice. Same hat.
Same hat. And this is my chunker that Brian got me.
Apparently, I got the last set of those too.
I mostly will be exciting because Darren mostly uses daggers, which means D4s, which means
Yes, the Skelly Boys.
Also, on slightly good, better news, the bitch is sending back my Slipknot hoodie.
Yay.
We were talking about Chunkos, so I grabbed my Critical Role one.
Ah, yes, the good old CR Chunkos.
You know, it's funny. You could probably find a whole bunch of memes about evil Olivia because there's a show called Fringe, and there's an alternate universe where there's an Olivia who's evil.
they call her Faux Olivia.
Yes.
She came around.
But we can also call your Olivia Olivia if you want.
Please do, because I've actually had it confirmed that she cheated on me.
Ooh.
Shots fucking fired tonight.
Hold up. Whoa. Say that again?
I don't need to hear it. I'm already on the way.
I've actually had it confirmed from 2 other sources that she cheated on me.
I love that this is what we started our stream with.
Hi guys!
Yeah, we've been going for the past 4 minutes.
Do I have permission to burn everything down?
Wait until I get my Slipknot hoodie back and then burn.
Hold on though, because
Just not your hair.
we're about to be in a volcano, so maybe wait till after the volcano to burn everything.
Hey, you can pick out a nice spot by the volcano for a barbecue.
You know.
I feel like a lot of conversations with this group end up that supernatural quote with Dean and Sam where it's, "Can I shoot her?" Not in public.
Not in public.
Especially when it comes to relationship stuff. Yeah, absolutely. We're just like, it's on site. This bitch.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that level.
Hey, Chris, I don't like your enthusiastic, happy singing. A volcano!
I like it because it means we probably
A volcano that's about, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, less than 10 miles from where I was born.
no.
I thought you were about to say less than 10 minutes from blowing up, and I'm like...
And the clock starts now.
And the dreaded hourglass goes.
Ah, fuck! Open sesame, bitch. There we go. Give me that good ginger.
I thought you were honestly gonna go revert back to your open sesame whore.
Open sesame whore.
Considering all the trauma this is related to this episode.
Ooh, bottle. Bottle.
Alright.
I can't drink, I'm working.
That sucks, bro. That's rough, buddy.
It's the weekend for me.
I get a 3-day weekend.
All I have in my house to practice my bartending skills with is stuff to make a margarita.
Hey, that's fair.
Oh no. What a terrible predicament.
Just make a margarita and then play some Jimmy Buffett. It's perfect.
What would Jimmy Buffett do?
Sarah, I just realized what you did as far as like when Gerald got like all those fancy wines. Because I remember you went on a trip somewhat recently and came back with just an ungodly number of bottles of wine. I was like, I wonder where she pulled this inspiration.
Not my kitchen. Definitely not my kitchen.
Not my kitchen.
Off the table. Hannah.
Yes.
Fractum is poor. Because we haven't really done anything for money in Pandora. So if it's possible, could we
find some bounty boards
in Pandora?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just find Candela a fighting pit. She will make bank for everyone.
Yes. I'll help.
True. I mean, granted, they're running around with a rich kid who's like, so, I need a loan. Just like, walks into anything.
Why? My party is poor.
He's like, look.
Okay, so basically.
And Ashen always pays their debts.
That would be that's a thing now.
God, the irony when your character's like family is House Lannister.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely modeled his dad after like a less extreme tie with Lannister.
Oh God, I hope you don't have twin siblings.
No, the younger siblings are about 3 years.
Humblewood just got. Oh wait, no, Pandora's got
Pandora.
Yeah, no, we're not having.
Hannah's just like, shut up.
We're not having that Lannister shit in my house.
We should probably get on with some announcements before we get too chaotic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kingdom Chronicles. I am turned to page 394. Here with Bryce Sosseles, Bard of the Midwest, Brian T, Alpha Hannah 5311, Bridgie Lee, Aki Obsession, M Chief, and Icarus of Might. This is our episode 61. We are 8 episodes away from Nice. Nice. We've got 8 more weeks until we peak, you guys. And I think probably episode 69 may be my last episode before I move. So hey, we'll be going on a small hiatus on a high note.
Yes, I love it.
Alright, one second. I gotta pull the link tree out of Discord real quick. Because I don't think Kitsune is moderating tonight. Oh wait, there he is! Thank you, Kitsune. Right on time. You didn't say hello, so I figured you were taking a break tonight.
Oh well.
Right. But
Kitsune is never late. He arrives exactly when he needs to.
He just lingers in the shadows. As per usual, Kitsune has posted our link tree where you can find majority of our social medias, YouTube, shops, and informational cards for like different philanthropies and movements that we support. So always make sure to check out the Linktree. I know Linktree has been a little fucky recently. Some internet providers and stuff won't allow you to visit because, I don't know, I guess the site just isn't living up to their expectations. So hopefully the link works. If it does not, we apologize. I don't know how to fix it. Moving on with a couple of announcements. Stream-wise, Fandelver is back up and running, at least for a few more weeks until I have to do my move. And that is every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. We have our next session coming up. Oh shit, I forgot I'm going home to visit my mom this weekend. So, next section is actually postponed. I forgot to tell you guys that. I was supposed to go visit tomorrow, but my mom asked me if I could visit Sunday or Monday instead, so our next session is postponed. I should have told the group that. I apologize.
Tell her we say hi, and that, you know.
I will tell Mom that y'all say hi. And I'll make sure to post it in the Fandelver group that it is postponed. That gives you guys another week to think about what you want to do, if you guys want to go back to Fandalen or if you want to travel up north for a bit.
Okay.
Alright, so definitely use the group chat to plot what you want to do and all that, so when the next Sunday comes around and we get to playing, we know what we're doing. Next Monday is going to be Humblewood Heroes of Humble Origin, hosted by Aki Obsession here on Twitch. So make sure to tune in at around 8 or 9, I think it's 9 p.m. Central Time is when we start. That is around 10 p.m. Eastern.
We aim for 9:30. It never works out that way.
Yeah. That's one of our later campaigns, so just make sure you're following Aki Obsession on Twitch. You will get the notification of when she goes live. And also make sure to follow her on YouTube, where she uploads her VODs weekly. Every other Monday is Secrets of Pandora, hosted by Hannah, and is played here on my Twitch channel. So our next session is in a couple of weeks, and it's around 8 p.m. Central Time. I also upload the VODs to my YouTube channel, so if you've missed an episode, be sure to go check out the Pandora playlist that is on my YouTube, turn to page 394. Every Thursday is Tales of Yggdrasil, hosted by MNChief_ here on Twitch. Unfortunately, we did not stream last night because we were having technical difficulties with OBS, but we did record the episode, so Mitch will try to upload that to his YouTube in the future. And I will announce this here, and you'll see it on the VOD when you watch. I will, unfortunately, be leaving the Yggdrasil campaign around July, because, one, because of my move, I'm going to be very busy, and two, I'm going to be joining another campaign that unfortunately clashes with Thursday nights. But I thank you again, Mitch, for allowing me to be a player in your campaign, as well as some of the players who are in Yggdrasil as well. Thank you for welcoming me into your party for the small time being that Egret has been with you all. I will be in the next few sessions, so I'm not going away just yet. But yeah.
Hopefully you'll come soon. You just guest star once in a while.
Yeah, if there's ever a night the Star Wars campaign that Emmy is planning has to like take a break, I can try to pop in on Yggdrasil as a cameo or something. That's all up to Mitch's decision too, if I'm allowed to pop back in.
No, you are absolutely welcome to pop back in whenever you can.
Mm-hmm. And on a more somber stream note, unfortunately, Outer Rim Misfits is no longer streaming. We are no longer recording. The campaign for the time being has ended. We don't know when it's going to come back. So we apologize if that was something you were looking forward to every Wednesday. I'm going to be figuring out something else to do every Wednesday every week. I'll probably just bring back Star Wars / D&D talks for the time being, for anyone who wants to hang out and chat D&D or Star Wars. But as I mentioned, I am joining another Star Wars campaign. Hannah will be joining with me. It'll be hosted by Star Shard Stories. If you follow her on TikTok, she's going to be doing a Clone Wars era Star Wars 5e campaign. And we are still in the works. It won't be starting for about another month or so. but the campaign is slowly building, and we'll get more information to you if we're going to be streaming it, whether it's going to be on my channel or Starshard's channel. That is it for stream announcements. Shop announcements. GKC shop has not been updated in a while, and unfortunately with Outer Rim Misfits ending, I will not be updating the Outer Rim Misfits store. I'll probably post one last piece that we had, just as like a commemorative sort of like piece of artwork. That is Hannah's final group party art piece that she did for us. So sometime next week I will post that in the shop if you want to get like our last piece of merch. But other than that, we don't have any other merch updates yet. I'm trying to think of some Pride stuff for GKC since it is June. So guys, shoot me with some any Pride ideas that you guys have for merchandise. I know Sarah has some updates to her shop.
I do. And if I have permission to screen share?
Yeah, screen share should be on. I made sure I turned it on before I gave Hannah host for the time being.
So these are my most recents. Fishing, Warm Nesting, Memory, and Petals. I caught all of these, well, 3 of these in one weekend, 1 in a different weekend, but fishing is probably one of my favorites that I've ever taken. And then I couldn't help but catch this osprey here. I really like him. And then this one, I named it just because for some reason it gives me nostalgia vibes. I don't know why. And petals right there.
Where's the Mimi one with the fish?
The meme fish is currently not on Society 6. Getting it on Society 6 is going to be interesting because to get the actual meme effect is going to involve some serious zooming into the photo. And I hope I don't lose quality when it comes to printing because it's probably one of the greatest photos I've taken of all time. It's an osprey catching a fish, and you can clearly see in the photo the fear in the fish's eyes. Whisked away to its death.
We don't actually know that. It could have been like, wee!
I honestly, when I saw that meme you took, all I had was a whole new world play in my head. I could show you the world.
I couldn't help but just meme it with the words help. Because, I mean, like, that was a big fucking fish that damn osprey caught. And it was, I'm sure it did not live much after that picture.
No.
So, and then, of course, we can never forget our wonderful visitor. Her name is Roth. She won't leave me the fuck alone. She loves my bird feeder. She's a little bitch.
Awesome. That is the GKC mascot right there. At least the Chaos mascot.
As you can see at the top of the screen, currently on Society 6, it's 30% off of tabletop, home decor, and outdoor and lifestyle items. So that applies to any of those items in my shop. So, check them out.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Bridget, how's the D20 liches doing? Oh no! I can hear you.
I can hear you. While she's figuring out her mic, though, I'd like to point out if there's ever anyone who is an advertisement for my products, it's Bridget's fucking screen.
Oh yeah, that's like all of your prints on the wall, right?
Yep.
Just do a Will Smith of.
Wow.
Wow.
That's Owen Wilson, not Will Smith. God damn it.
I'm well aware.
I heard Will.
In West Philadelphia,
born and raised. I'm sorry, my brain is still fucked from Loki this week.
Yeah, that was a trip.
That was.
Has everyone seen it?
Yes.
I'm not sure if everyone here has.
Nope. Because
I
Brian
feel like I
hasn't seen
should make just a Loki group chat for everyone who has seen it so we can gush over it.
Bridget says that she doesn't know why she has no mic, but she has no updates to her store.
Okay. Well, she doesn't have updates. She does sell her Lich Skull
Lich.
D20s. They're kind of like magic 8 balls with big ass D20s on the inside. They go for $80 on her Etsy shop. They are all handmade and they are gorgeous. But they are in limited supply, so if you want to pick up an awesome Lich Dice Skull, pick it up now before they're all gone. And her shop is linked in our link tree. And I think that's it for shop announcements, stream announcements. I don't have any other announcements other than Happy Pride, everybody. As you can see, I am overtly gay now.
Now?
I mean, I'm out of the closet now. I was stuck in Narnia for 25 years and didn't realize it.
Even though the rest of your friends were shaking that wardrobe going, come on out now! This is just silly!
It's bad when you're late to your own coming out party, basically. Everyone else has been in there putting up decorations over the years and just waiting for you to arrive. Aslan cast you out saying you weren't paying rent. Shut the fuck up, Kitsune. I did not ask to be attacked.
Literally, everyone else is on the other side of this, outside of the closet with an axe, just trying to break it down. Hey,
You're just going,
Shining.
Yeah, going full Jack from The Shining on there. Alright.
Just like pop your head, pop our face in. It's Pride Month.
Does anybody have any last announcements? Announcements. I promise I'm not having a stroke. I don't smell toast right now.
Wait, announcements? What kind of mint flavor is that?
Lavender mint, actually.
Listen here, motherfucker. I'm tired. I got my heart broken by Dave Filoni today. I am this close to losing my shit. Does anybody have any last minute announcements they want to make before the ritual?
Just remember, if you're being gay and you're doing crimes, don't get caught.
Yes.
Or make sure you know a very fabulous lawyer.
Yes. Elle Woods.
Yes.
Elle Woods said gay rights.
Quick announcement. I am doing. I'm opening commissions for tattoo designs again. So if you wish to have a tattoo, if you have a tattoo concept that you can't get down on paper, by all means, feel free to DM me, and I will do my best. I will go ahead and show one of my proudest ones that I've done, because I keep looking at this photo and I'm just like, it came out so good. I did this gypsy woman for a friend.
It's so fucking cool.
Help!
Help!
I fucking love that gypsy.
So, if anyone has any tattoo ideas that they would like, be sure to give me a shout. That's it.
Somehow with us going into a volcano today, this actually feels like a really appropriate background.
Yes.
Yeah.
Help.
That fish's face just spells.
I feel like I
oh
should
God.
do one of my other backgrounds too. Come on. Oh wait, it's because. Okay, I can't put my parish background up because I had to join a call over a link. This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Do you want me to give you back the thing?
No, I would have had to start. I don't think it'll work that way. Hold on. Will this work? I just have Darth Maul. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now.
Well, we're fucked.
It's all coming together.
Sierra has gone completely evil.
Or do I do this Darth Maul? He's a chick magnet.
Aww.
That one.
Look at all those chicks.
Paige, I don't know whether to smack you or hug you.
Smack.
I feel like this one works too.
Look at all those chickens.
All praise the Leo.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Chick Magnet Mall back up for now.
Hello, you.
This is not even Star Wars, and I'm making it a Star Wars game. Okay, but like the expression he has is Sierra's mood right now. So fucking done with this shit. Alright. If that's it for announcements, Hannah.
Bring us to the bridge.
Hi.
Y'all sitting down?
Think we all are?
You think so?
Okay, good. Listen here, you motherfuckers. I just wanted to let you know that you all are amazing and talented and super special, and if anybody tells you otherwise, then they are absolute bastards. You don't deserve that kind of negativity in your life, nor do you deserve it from yourself, so make sure to shut the fuck up when you are being negative to yourself, because you don't deserve it. Anyway, just wanted to remind you that you are the best people to be around. Just saying. You absolutely shine in the darkest of times, and I really appreciate you for who you are. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you are facing, just know that you can get through it. It's going to get better. Everything is always happening for a reason, and it will always work out in your favor. Anyway, that's a little bit of my slice of love for today, so I love you all. Take care of yourselves, drink water, stay hydrated. Please take care of your hygiene. And go pet a cat, because cats are adorable.
I have a cat plushie. Does that work?
That works.
I lost the cap.
Oh, and if somebody is mean to you, just let me know. I will gladly burn their house down. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yes.
Yes, to the
Yes.
FBI agent who watches us every Friday.
First of all, to the FBI agent, we're sorry. Second of all, for all intents and purposes, it's a joke.
You're not,
I'm not
sorry.
sorry.
We're not sorry.
I apologize for nothing.
Face that is sorry.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going on a trip.
Hey, Bridget, were you able to figure out your mic? Oh, okay.
Oh,
You need to
no.
log out and log back in.
That could probably fix it.
Yeah.
Have you tried?
Yeah,
turning it off?
usually logging off of Zoom and logging back in helps fix a mic issue. Or did you see what your designated mic is in the settings? Because I know you usually have a mic that you plug into it.
She's typing the thing, I
Okay.
think.
Computer will not register. Oh, okay, hun.
Hmm.
So I can't talk in my living room, but I move to my room in a bed I can talk. Okie dokie, good to know. Alrighty. So I say with that, first do.
I'm nearby, but you can go ahead and recap. I'll be right back.
I haven't even said let's dive.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Without further ado, let us dive into tonight's episode of Kingdom Chronicles. Somebody fucking let me die, please.
I'm just trying to figure out what accent that was.
Yes.
That was Paige having an aneurysm, most likely.
So, previously on Gem Kingdom Chronicles. Woo! So y'all looked around for and then found Manny and his carriage once you got to the other city. Seer had contacted him beforehand and he met up with them there to give them further transport over to Mount Glass. They did some prep with you guys did some prep with last minute supply runs and some map course plotting to try and make sure that you got the best way to get there, which is all good. Devotion gets a pretty cool sword from a local shop. So he's got that now. And then I don't remember what the fuck
you're so mad.
I'm just like the dice just fucking anyway. I don't even remember exactly what I think it was a sort of wounding, something like that. Either way.
It is. I got to tell you because I have it up.
You have it on your sheet. I know
the long sword of sharpness.
There we go.
Which lets me lop off people's limbs. I do an exponential shit ton of fucking damage.
Oh yeah. Ironic that the one person whose limb can't technically be permanently lopped off got this. Anyway. Yeah. So day one of traveling goes pretty well. There's no issues during travel or during the night watches. Darren and Sierra, there we go, have a nice chat sort of during theirs, just kind of catching up with each other and making sure that they're doing pretty good, especially given how close they're getting to some places that Darren might know a little just from vantage points and what have you. They also see the Thor Aurora, for lack of a better word, of not lightning.
The Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Thorialis. There we go.
I like the Aurora Borealis more.
Go to your rooms, both of you.
I'm in my room, bitch.
Same.
I will put your ass in timeout.
At least, okay, if you're gonna put me in something, put me in the forever box.
And they know it's some magic bullshit. That's all they really know. They just know it's some magic bullshit. And I think I have a note here that y'all are about 3 days from roughly where Darren's home is. Drax doesn't see the Thorora because he is dead asleep. Then Darren does the crowbar prank. Drax sees it and catches the last few seconds of the Aurora, so that he actually does get to see like a tiny bit of it. Then Darren decides to hide very well, and Drax goes back to the tent. He knows the Aurora has something to do with Thor, and also he can't find Darren, so he's just gonna go back to fucking sleep. I don't remember what the fuck the crowbar prank was. That was my shorthand for it.
You didn't see anything.
The next morning you guys have breakfast and then head out. Darren hides in the carriage footlocker to keep himself out of Drax's line of sight. And comes out as a dwarven woman from Black Opal, Edna, for a disguise.
I forgot about that.
Fucking party, I swear to God.
This is the idiot I plan to marry someday.
Oh man. So after a little bit more traveling, y'all get to the base of Mount Glass. It is a very, very active volcano. And there's no other word from Thor yet.
What? It's from the backyardigans.
Oh, that was after my time.
Me too.
I've never actually seen an episode, but I've heard like the little things on TikTok.
You got the thing of it.
Ugh. Also because Nate brought it up and I said I was going to provide, cause I'm an international stupid hoe. Stupid hoe! Thank you.
I don't know what just happened, but okay.
The fact he did not fucking pay attention to it at all.
That's his own fault.
Nate, I did the thing for you, and this is how you repay me? By not even acknowledging. I hate you.
I'm sorry. I'm just telling I'm hiding. You can't tell I'm just hiding my face. I'm like, oh god, she did the thing. I can't give her the satisfaction.
Don't mind me, I'm disappearing into my horny husband's chest.
Yeah, for context, she did a video earlier, and the audio, I'm like, I can hear you screaming this in my head.
Continuing on, though.
Oh, Lord. So, Drax gets a boost from devotion to help him commune with Thor to just kind of be like, hey, dude, I'm here. Now what? Anything would be good. And there's a montage of the regalia, which is kind of shining too brightly with like electricity and magic bullshit to actually like tell what it is specifically. But there is some stuff of that falling into the volcano after Thor got hit in like some kind of sky battle, for lack of a better word. And it looks like the volcano itself started bubbling more fiercely once that thing fell inside. So it might be connected. Who fucking knows? And it's supposedly in the volcano somewhere. It's not in the lava. You got like, I think like kind of images of like some kind of a crevice or crack or cave, but it's not in the lava itself, but it's also, you know, in an active volcano. What dastardly person came up with this thing? And the last shot that we had was sort of the party having a very dramatic like thing of like looking at the volcano, and then we get like a really cool landscape shot kind of thing and all of that. So yeah, good shit. Ho ho. So yeah, so
does anyone have a Hylian shield? Because we might need to duck some big flaming boulders.
I mean, I have a tower shield that somebody can hide under.
That works.
Does it?
I have evasion.
It depends. Am I going to have to roll dex to do it? Because if I have to roll dex to save, I won't take any damage.
I accept death.
No dying.
Not a vibe.
Not a vibe. Don't like that giggle.
Goodness gracious me. All right, I'm fine. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, you guys are kind of looking over this volcano. You're trying to figure out exactly where to go. As far as like everybody who was born and raised here or has any like familiarity with the area, this volcano is active enough that there's pretty frequent tremors around here. It hasn't ever gone like full explosion where like Mount St. Helens explosion kind of thing, but it does have some like little mini eruptions pretty frequently throughout the year. Like there's at least 2 a year kind of thing. It's pretty much constantly bubbling. The area around here is really unsafe and not great in terms of anything. It's got a much more gradual slope than Mount Obsidian, which is a much more sheer mountain base. but it's so you guys are sort of like at the base of it, which is pretty long, a little bit drawn out. And there's a pretty clear like line of demarcation kind of between like where things are fine and where things start already getting fucky with the way that the geology and everything of this place works. So like you can quite literally see kind of the line in the dirt here, not sand, but the line in the dirt, where you can see like sort of the leading edge of past eruptions that have like just like where the lava, you know, oozed down the sides and then hardened, and like that very specific distinctive kind of like scalloped black looking layers of just stuff. And it's also weird because this should be like a pretty fertile place because volcanic soil is quite fertile. But all of this stuff here, like from the constant tremors, there's a whole bunch of cracks that are kind of riddling the area. There are constant bursts of very, very hot, very, very toxic gases just kind of like around, that like even as you guys are standing there, like you can kind of see a couple of them go like in the distance. And then like after a few seconds, like one little one just kind of like up, not like maybe even 10 feet from where y'all are, like just over this line of like, there's some grass here, and then it gets really scraggly, and then there's nothing. Just sort of like, this is the safe zone, this is the not safe zone.
That's what we call the death zone.
That's true. And on a bad day, the splash zone. Lava splashes, right?
Does anybody have a Hylian Shield?
Excuse me. So, and of course, as y'all are kind of looking out over this and kind of assessing, there are like the gnarled, blackened remains of like trees, like scraggly trees, some of which are like, the only big ones are kind of near like the edges of that line, the line of fuckery, as it's known in geology. You know, y'all understand.
That's very technical.
Very technical, yeah. Line of fuckery. LOF for sure. And, there's a couple like little thin scraggly ones that are like trying to take root a little further in, but they're just not doing a very good job. Further up, you can see places where active smoke or steam, it's kind of pale, so it's a little hard to tell specifically, but is rising from like more flattened kind of areas, which you're guessing means that like, oh, there's maybe lava pools further up the way. And way up against like where it actually starts to be a mountain looking thing, like an actual mountain looking geological feature, there seems to be sort of a darker opening kind of set back into the face of the, I guess mountain, cliff, whatever you want to call it, but into the rock face. But it does not look like it's going to be an easy trek to get there. Not necessarily because like it's going to be a hard uphill like climb or anything, but because this whole place is kind of a toxic steam trap waiting to get you. So I figure we can get the dice rolling and have a little skills challenge to see how well you guys do actually getting to that opening.
I'm riding a Pegasus.
Do you want to take the Pegasus into this?
Mini pieces. Is it me, Jesus?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Literally.
Oh,
Look, you're going in the forever box.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Finally.
Speaking of rolling, get your dice.
So, everybody get your dice. keep it rolling, rolling, and rolling, 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 rolling.
I, Bob, have the ability to cast fly on a bunch of us, if anyone is interested.
I could already fly. Also, I look like, wait, where's my die? My die that has given me such good luck. And I lifted up my mead bottle. It was hiding behind my alcohol.
Do you want to suggest to the party that you can cast fly on them? You think?
I am Bob. I don't know who the Zink is that you speak of.
Yeah.
But yes, I can target 5 creatures, including myself. I cast it at level... Or no, sorry, 4 creatures if I cast it at 6th level.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
And that's only half your party.
But if I cast it on Devotion and Sutha and... Who's the strongest one?
Devotion already flies. He doesn't.
I have wings.
Okay, so Informa has the flying horse thing. So myself, Sutha, Darren, and Drax. They could theoretically carry the rest of the party.
Wait, how far away is this?
You expect Darren, a twink, to carry Sierra, another twink.
I don't think y'all realize how fucking like.
I know.
Doesn't Sierra have wings also?
They only last a minute, motherfucker.
And it's only one.
How far away is this?
It's roughly. It's gonna be. It's about 300, 350 feet. It's a bit of a longer trek.
Oh,
I would have to dash with my wings.
You have what, Floma?
Dimension door.
How many people does that work on?
That's what I'm looking at.
I think it's one of the person of your size.
You can bring objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry.
Right, which would be like your gear.
Oh, I can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
We can also just climb, but it's... oh, sorry. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Because I am Bob, and not whoever this person you say I am. How far up is it that we need to go?
It ends up being about 150 feet like above where y'all are, but it's about 350 feet in. So it's up on the mountain face, but it's not like super sheer. It's gradual.
All right. Well,
you also have enlarge and reduce. So make someone smaller and then have someone who is flying carry them.
Yeah, because the danger is not necessarily that like it's going to be a tough climb. The danger is that unstable volcanic bullshit.
Very well.
Or I had another idea that was funny just for the visuals of Isla turn to wolf, make bigger. They ride on her back. I don't know if that would work because technically she only goes up to a large creature, so I don't know if she could be able to fit too many people. But that would be hilarious.
Well, if half of us can fly.
Well, I mean, can it work?
Wolves and mountains, though.
Granted, she can wild shape into whatever she wants. I think.
Technically, you can wild shape into a bird, a giant eagle.
It's any creature that you have. The limitations on wild shape are any creature, any animal that you have physically seen. So you've seen birds now. You have
within your CR rating.
Yes, and depending on your CR rating and your druid level.
And the type of druid you are.
Yeah, if you're a circle of the moon, you have more options. I don't know what circle you picked.
I picked Circle of Dreams, I think.
Okay, Dreams is only going to do like to a half, I think. Is it a half or is it 1?
I don't.
1, I think.
which still can involve birds.
Mm-hmm. It just might not necessarily be a giant one.
Let's see. It doesn't show me any info on.
That's a fair point, Suther. That's a very fair point.
I mean, yeah. You're not wrong.
She's out of line, but she's right.
The reason why she can turn into a wolf is because the main reason why she could turn into a wolf is because she saw Castiel before she went blonde.
Right.
So that was why that was her main form.
If Isla would turn into anything else other than a wolf, she'd probably just turn into a normal bluebird, which she's seen in the wild many a times.
Or raven or whatever. She's seen lots of ravens now since they've been going back and forth.
You're good, Sutho. That's actually really fucking smart.
You're good. That's an excellent point.
No, it's an excellent point and kind of funny.
It's really funny.
She just tries to turn into something, so turn into what she thinks a bird looks like.
Some fucking Lovecraftian nightmare appears, and we're like, that is not a fucking bird!
What happened to my fiance? Ah!
That'd be great.
She can only transform into creatures that she's seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are y'all doing? Is Zane casting fly on some people who are carrying others, or?
I am flying and can carry up to 200 pounds.
Well, if for some reason my magic doesn't work, you don't mind carrying me.
I can do that, indeed.
How do you determine your carrying weight?
Oh, if you go on your character sheet,
it's whatever your strength score is times 8, I believe.
Go to equipment and then weight carried. Click on weight carried, and you can see what your carrying capacity and your push, drag, or lift is.
Yeah.
Oh Christ! My carrying capacity is 300 pounds.
Yeah.
My push dragon lift is 510 pounds.
It also tells you what your current weight distribution is.
I have nearly 150 pounds of items on me. My push drag or lift is 600 pounds.
Oh, that's where all the weight I have currently is coming from.
So, yeah.
Are y'all gonna
cast?
I'm just gonna continue walking up the mountain. This just seems too complicated.
I mean, honestly, Drax is probably into this whole.
Sierra has been up worse mountains than this, she thinks.
And plus, Drax thinks that Thor would appreciate like the full effort instead of cheating. So
sure, Drax is welcome to do the full effort. Devotion is fine.
Sutha is also going to walk.
So is Darren.
All right.
Devotion's sort of flying ahead to make sure there's no granted, he doesn't think there's anyone crazy enough to be on this mountain, but if there is, he's not gonna fly too far up.
Okay. One sec.
He's gonna so he can be able to possibly see incoming hazards before other people.
Right. 1 second on that. Quick thing. Who else is also walking? Bob, are you walking?
Who is interested in flying?
Isla was probably just gonna turn into a bluebird and fly.
Blurb.
So maybe Flortma and you.
Either that or
everybody's gonna walk. I'll walk.
So Bob will scout ahead then, and cast fly only on themselves.
Okay. High, lower, mid.
Please hold.
God, I hope you turn into a flying plant.
Or a flying sheep plant.
Flying.
Yes.
Meh. I have many concerns about this.
I think this is funny.
I have questions I do not want to know the answers to.
Oh, I'm still a dwarven woman, by the way.
Mid.
And Sierra is still very concerned.
Yay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Remember, you need to pick 2.
Sheep.
I do?
Sheep.
Yeah, because I have the controlled chaos, so I can choose between 2 effects.
Ah, okay.
Sheep.
Roll sheep twice.
I feel like it's more fair if you roll.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. Don't worry.
Okay. Instead of you can only choose,
the one
like,
time.
You can be a sheep or you can be a goat.
All right, so you either cast fog cloud centered on yourself, or you cast levitate on yourself.
I mean, if you're flying and fog cloud is centered on you, you'll just be a cloud.
Oh my god. That's awesome. Yeah, cloud.
Okay.
Suddenly, Winnie the Pooh enters the chat.
It's moving fast against the wind.
So yeah, it would be blown away by wind, I'm assuming.
No, if it's centered on you, as long as fog cloud is active, you just actively make a cloud around yourself.
So just point of interest, if it's the spell fog cloud, that does get dispelled by a breeze or wind.
Yeah, it does get dispelled over time by wind, if I remember the spell correctly.
But if you want to say that I'm just a nimbus, just like can't see where I'm going, just a fucking cloud.
Yeah.
No thoughts, just cloud.
Crashing into the rocks. I'm down.
This is the way.
So, skill challenge. You guys start walking up the thing, you guys start walking up the rough angled, like there's not exactly a path here, but like you found like a rough, like, okay, this will eventually get us to there, I guess. And you guys start walking up it, and as you do, the ground below starts to tremble and quake and just starts cracking and moving actively. So we gonna need to see what happens. So, and for those of you in the air, the moment that starts happening, which you can see, the wind also picks up quite greatly. And it feels like it's almost trying to tear at you. So you also have some things to avoid. So real quick, everybody roll me initiative. But hold on to your number until I say your name.
Like, roll nicely, please.
Never.
So they're jumping on my arm. I don't like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Aaron's back, bitches.
Oh no.
Yes, Hannah did the thing. I almost did the thing.
Brian. Bob, what did you get?
4.
Really? I got a 4.
And I did cast fly, so I am currently a cloud of fog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna try to go up the mountain and just sort of like
try. We will see what happens in the skill challenge.
But this is my intent. So Bob is going to attempt to sort of like hop fly, because like it's basically like moonwalking up the mountain, so that I can still like tell where I'm going, but like using the fly to sort of like resist like gravity and
okay. What happens? Your turn's coming later though.
Okay, that's just my intent.
Devotion, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
All right.
I absolutely misread it on my sheet. I first looked at it because I thought it was my proficiency bonus. I'm like, wait a minute. I am very slow. It's a +1. I have +5. I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck do I have a +5? No, it's a dirty 20.
All right. Flortma, what'd you get?
12.
And Isla, I'm guessing you kind of have to.
I got a 24.
All right, shit. Sierra, what'd you get?
14.
Okay. Sutha, what did you get?
You got an unnatural 20.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Devotion, what's your dex?
It's a +1.
Okay. Sutha, what's your dex modifier? Is it higher than 1? Okay, Sutha goes first. All right. Drax, what did you get?
16.
Okay. And Darren.
7.
All right.
You're doing great, babe.
I got this.
And real quick, just for my own sanity.
Bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. What? Yes, I threw my cat.
Oh.
Now I'm depressed. I'm just gonna disappear into my husband's chest. Goodbye.
No.
All right, goodbye.
I'm just a simple woman with simple needs. I want to live on Darth Maul's titty. Here I am.
Go to Hoarder Jail, which is conveniently located in the Forever Box.
I'm on his right boob.
It's my boob now, bitch.
Why do I feel that
live
face?
in there.
Why do I feel that face is exactly the face he'd make? The snort returns.
The snort returns, and the immediate loss of all oxygen that usually follows the snort. Paige, are you okay? You're not allowed to die.
Not allowed.
The contract we bound.
Kid would die.
So, top of the order for this, Isla, you're going to be going first. And remember, with the skill challenge, I think it's been a while since we had done one. Choose any skill from your list to use and roll. You have to beat a DC that I have written down that you don't necessarily know. You can't use the same skill twice, so you can't use perception twice if you have 2 turns. And you can't use the same skill as whoever went before you. So if Isla uses perception, then Sutha can't also use perception, for example. But otherwise, if it goes Isla uses perception, then Sutha uses strength, then Devotion has all rights to use perception himself. So yeah.
Isla is going to use performance and inspire everybody. And while she is in bird form, she is going to whistle. There's always gonna be an uphill battle. You're always gonna wanna make it.
How dare.
Ah, yes. I do love the dulcet tones of Siley Myris.
Siley Myris!
Silent God.
What the fuck in
so
the
roll for
That
me.
is a 27.
Holy shit. Yes, that is a success. So congrats, you guys have won. You have to get 10 successes before you get 5 fails. So yay. All right, good shit. Sutha, I know it'll be a little hard to kind of narrate, but if you have a thing in mind that you want to use, go ahead and drop it for me and then tell me what you roll. Hey, good shit. Just power through. Good shit. All right, roll for me. Sorry, so this is gonna use strength and climb up and sort of like, I think, power up the slope and not stop for any of the skull fuckery that is going on. 18, good shit. All right, Sutha, you head out. You make pretty good headway and you start climbing climbing like the rocks and stuff that are kind of in the way and making sure that if anything does seem to start like crumbly cracking in front of you, you're just like, nah, choo choo, motherfucker, and you just keep going.
There are no brakes on the pain train.
All right, good stuff. Devotion. So I know that you're up in the air, you're flying, you're having to deal with these high winds and buffeting things. What skill would you like to use?
Devotion. Skill challenge.
Yeah. You're, like I said, you're up in the air, you're dealing with all of these buffeting winds and everything like that. So what skill would you like to do to progress?
To combat the... I would like to use my athletics to sort of use my wings to sort of brute force through the buffeting winds.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Roll for me.
That is 17.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. Cool. So it I think catches you by surprise maybe for a moment. You're just like, what the fuck? Because it wasn't like this before y'all set off across the line of fuckery.
It's like, aha, I am above all the
Son of a bitch.
Gravity works. So you manage to kind of wrench yourself back on course and start kind of power. It doesn't sound very like, basically like just power flapping. There we go. That's the word I wanted. I was like, there has to be a better word. There's just really not. Nothing that doesn't have other connotations. So yeah, just
big awkward wings. It's a flap.
Yeah, no, you're just powering through everything, much like Sutha, but just you're in the air instead, and heading straight for that opening that you can kind of see. Up here, it's a lot hazier than you thought. It's probably just the impact of like the ever-present smoke that's just coming off of Mount Glass, and you can't see very far, honestly. Not that there's all that much in this direction. It's just more of the Ozers and kind of in the distance, because it's about a day and a half. If you get like a good day of travel, about a day and a half out is Mount Obsidian and like the actual city of Obsidian, which has a much less active and much more normal volcano. So yeah, but you managed to keep on keeping on, making your way through, and don't get blown off course, which is good. So Drax, you can't use athletics. So what you want to do?
I'm going to use survival to basically navigate the least treacherous path.
Okay.
So kind of like as I step along, it's like testing like stones in front of him, being like, all right, you're sturdy, you're not.
No, look. That way is death. All right, good shit. Well, roll for me.
That's a 21.
Very nice, very nice. All right, you guys have 4 successes so far. So yeah, you're able to sort of feel out a pretty solid path and get onto a course that at least feels like it's not going to blow up in your face anytime soon. You don't know how long that'll be true for, but at least right now you are making progress, and that's all that fucking matters. All right, Sierra, it is your go. Survival is the only one off the table.
Bitch, that's my good stat.
Sorry.
What?
You had to take the one good skill the ranger has away. I'll just do perception check then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to perceive any possible threats, like billy goats or landslides,
or pockets of earth that are going to erupt into sulfuric
billy goats.
Honestly, I think billy goats are more terrifying than a volcano erupting.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are evil.
Think doing anything.
That's cocked. Oh, same rule still. 22.
Hey, very nice, very nice. All right. So yeah, you managed to keep a really sharp eye out and kind of note the way that like the ground specifically around a place that's about to like erupt into like a gaseous a little bit It has a particular way that it shakes compared to just like normal tremors. So you're able to kind of pick your way around and avoid those entirely. So good shit. We're well on your way. Okay.
Everybody, I'm on my way.
So Florima, it's your go. Perception is the only one that's off limits for you. But what you want to roll? What you doing?
I will use athletics.
All right, cool, good shit. Roll for me. Are you just trying to like keep on moving so that like you can't be caught up by anything? Oh no. What?
Oh.
11.
That does not make the DC. So first fail. That's okay though. You guys are halfway there with successes. You're doing good. That. So I'm guessing maybe you're trying to go with everybody else who's walking, trying to keep it moving, maybe kind of thing. I think what happens is you end up just getting caught, like as you're trying to maybe reach for something or pull something like that, you just end up grabbing like a loose stone and it kind of takes you down. And right when that happens, like a little burst of gas hits you in the face and it's just unpleasant. It's hot.
But
it's exfoliating. It's good.
Can Drax see this and kind of like see him fall and like push up on his foot so he just doesn't like fall and break his ass? Like, no, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, I'll allow it. I'll say that that's why he didn't completely fall off the thing.
Just like, no, get back up there.
Back up there. Don't fall on me.
Your butt is crushing me.
Gravity increasing. No, it's not. Yeah, yes, it is, Linda. I did the same thing yesterday.
Oh god.
Okay. Now he's going to be muttering under his breath, like, God damn it, why did they have to walk up? We could have flown up. But no, they wanted to
flown.
No.
All right, Darren.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Only one off limits is athletics.
I would like to try and stealth ahead and scout using stealth.
Okay. I mean,
if it's possible. If not, I will pick something else.
well, here's my thing. Y'all don't see anybody here. The big danger for this one is whether or not you're going to be able to actually get to that opening area.
Yes, totally cool.
Yeah.
Instead, I would like to use my perception to keep an eye out as we're traveling.
All right, good shit. Roll for me. Yeah, maybe following sort of Sierra's lead here of like, okay, if I just, you know what, if I just actually look hard enough, I will figure out where the danger is, avoid it. Oh.
A 9 on the dice. Reliable talent. 22.
Christ almighty, that passes. So yeah, you managed to get yourself up and going and are able to kind of see a lot of the same patterns that Sierra does. As y'all are getting closer, it becomes a little bit easier to kind of denote the stuff, but also the ground is becoming a bit weaker, so the spots are popping up a little bit more frequently, which does suck. But hey, you are making progress. So Bob. So you mentioned how you're sort of like hop stepping with your fly to try and get up there. The thing is, when you're up in the air, you're getting kind of like torn at by the sudden like burst of wind and gustiness, basically. It felt like this really hot, almost scalding feeling air. It almost hurts to breathe because it's just like, okay, there goes all the moisture in my chest. But when you're down near the ground, then you become like more you're more at risk for the various and sundry, gases, as mentioned. So what skill would you like to go with to help navigate these twin horrible things?
Well, voice from the sky, I'm glad you asked. I will be choosing survival this day. as I am Bob, and I will be planning my landing places based on areas that don't look like they're too full of loose rocks or near crevices that have gas sort of eeping out of them. Also, just to clarify, the fog cloud did disperse, or is it's around me still?
It's trailing off after you, and it's getting dispersed pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, it also blends in pretty quickly in this particular terrain because of what's happening. What'd you roll?
So for Bob's survival roll, he rolled a 17 plus 7.
Very nice.
So 24.
Very, very nice. All right, yeah. So you're able to kind of, because you pick solid landing places, you're able to kind of adjust for the bullshit that happens once you get back up in the air. But you're able to make a pretty good advancement, sort of up toward that that opening, and you're almost there. You're almost up to it. So making progress. All right. So back to the top, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more successes. So Isla, back up to the top with you again. What would you like to roll? You can't roll performance, and you can't roll survival.
I will. You know what? I'm gonna roll persuasion and tell the group kind of convince the group, hey, this path looks a heck of a lot safer than this rock right over here. Maybe we should go around this tiny little section. It looks a lot safer.
I'll allow it because there's not really a better way to frame that between no, I'm gonna roll persuade. I'm going to persuade you to take a good path.
Sure. I'm gonna persuade you
to persuade the path.
Don't step on that rock. Okay.
Don't step on the rock.
Unnatural 20.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So yeah, you pipe up in your little bird voice. Hey guys. Hey, oh, you guys need to go this way. It's hot.
Hey, listen.
So I draw my bow. I'm kidding.
But no.
And just like Hawkeye from Ultron, no one would know.
No. But yeah,
I missed the little bastard.
Last time I saw him, Ultron was stepping on his neck.
Sorry.
So some quick little bastard.
You do manage to tell everybody, like, hey, by the way, guys, don't go there. No, trust me, don't go there. Go over here. Go over here. Yes. Okay, good.
I've got a bird's eye view. I'm gonna go put myself in the back.
Oh,
Paige.
I love the
Paige.
It's okay, Hannah. We'll add the damn.
It's only ginger ale, but I drink it like it was wine.
I know. I was like, are you sure that's ginger ale?
I don't know at this point.
Just like very concerned, like.
So yeah, you get on up there. Sutha, we've got one more roll for you, I think. So last time you rolled athletics. So you can't roll athletics and you can't roll persuasion, but otherwise it's pretty open. All right, Sutha decides to roll perception. I'm guessing trying to just find the last best couple of hand and footholds so that you can get up to that other thing. I got a 25 on that. Good shit. So yeah, that is one more success. You just need one more after that. Most of you were pretty much because of like progression events. Most of you were pretty much almost at that cave, maybe cave-ish looking opening in there. So the last one potentially is devotion. Perception is out, one because you because Sutha used it, and athletics is out because you used it last time. So which one?
All right. We're gonna do this is gonna be a little bit of risky business. We're going to something like
Please
that.
do not slide down the volcano in your socks. It will not end well.
Will not end well. I am, however, going to try and like, because I can still feel like the wind sort of like push me. I'm gonna. It sounds weird. I'm gonna try and like turn in my flight to sort of slip into like not a slipstream, but like sort of a break in the wind, so that I can like basically a bit more dexterous flying. So we'll be using acrobatics.
Acrobatics definitely.
Risky business. Risky business does not mean fall off the table.
The dice thought you were talking to it.
That does not bode well.
No, it doesn't. You might fall into the mountain. Okay, no. You have enough HP. You'll survive if you get slammed up against the side of it, right?
I'm sure. I have plenty of health. 17.
17. All right, and that passes. So that is our final success.
Yeah. You wanna to give you guys a reason why that's a risky business. I got a 17 total. I rolled a 16. I have a +1 to my acrobatics. But everything I have like to give you guys perspective, the things I only like I have proficiency with good bonuses: history, insight, intimidation, and religion.
You could pray.
None of these are conducive to going up this fucking mountain.
You could have like used the Lord, give me strength.
Intimidated myself. Move faster.
Lord, please give me patience, because if you give me strength, you're going to need to give me bail money.
Yep. I think that's a daily prayer for devotion. It's like wisdom, please, the wisdom. Before I chuck another fucker at a wolf.
So yeah, so you managed to I think it's bank into the wind kind of thing, and use that to kind of help propel yourself that last little bit. So with that, you guys are able to kind of collectively end up arriving at roughly the same time. You all arrive in one piece. Florma has like a few hairs out of place where he got blasted in the face by the gas. But other than that, everybody is healthy and whole and fine. Nobody had to inhale any toxic fumes. So which is good, honestly.
Max is just going to turn to Flortma and just go, "You're welcome, by the way."
Yeah. Also, that was after a very small DC increase from that first fail, because I thought that would make things more interesting. Good job, everybody. You did it. So yeah. So you guys are up here at the opening of this cave. It was kind of hard to see from like that far back, but like what the fuck else would it be in a place like this? But especially Sierra and Drax, given their familiarity with dwarven towns, you guys actually notice as you're kind of looking at it that this is just a little too, even with some of like the overgrowth of with some of like the damage from like years and decades, honestly, probably closer to centuries of like neglect. This has sort of the vague outline of like a dwarven mine shaft opening. Like it was definitely like a natural opening once upon a time, but it was expanded and like made a little sturdier. Like there's just like the remnants of really, really old dwarf, like specifically dwarvish style, like beam support joist things. And you can kind of see like a little some remnants of like runes kind of carved into some of the external stuff. Real faded, real faint, but it's there.
I knew it. It's the Gorons.
Of course, dwarves would mine anything, even a volcano.
Yeah. Like this is for...
I want to try to read the runes. Are they dwarvish?
Yeah, it is dwarvish.
Okay. I want to try and read them.
Right. I think investigation, if you're trying to get like up close and see like what the fuck is here even.
Can I assist?
I mean, I already rolled a 22, but let's see if I get a nat 20.
See if you get a nat.
No, 22 again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will do a little bit of the help. This is kind of general help. I will take out my new fancy sword and sort of like mutter the command word under my breath. And it will actually, the fun swords are, it also emits light.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision. Oh. Well,
I'm not human.
Not anymore.
Plus, we're on a mountain that's on fire.
Well, it's dark in here.
So yeah, so Sierra, especially since you've got some of like the map sort of supplies in your pack, because like I said, it's pretty faint and you can kind of like feel it better. You actually get out like a little bit of like some charcoal or what have you, and like a piece of spare parchment, and like because honestly, it's you can kind of tell that there's stuff there, but you have no idea what they say just looking. But if you do that, like with any really cool detective movie, it suddenly becomes very clear.
I've connected the dots.
You didn't connect shit.
I've connected them.
I love that audio. Anyway, so yeah, so you do that a little bit, and you guys can see what Sierra's gotten off of that. It looks like it's a little bit of like an older style of it. Like the runes definitely have like an older style to them that you've seen before in some of like the usually more dangerous and at this point more closed off, condemned sections of mines. But you have seen it before. It basically it says something to the effect of obsidian site B.
Obsidian site B. I guess they mine obsidian in here. I mean, that makes sense. This is a fucking volcano.
I mean, let's be fair, if there's a mountain, dwarves will find a way to mine into it.
I said that earlier.
Sounds dangerous.
So, more to the point of, I'm pretty sure this mountain is full of these sites.
That's what... Never mind. And she'll just pocket the wall rubbings. Alright, genius. Where do you think we're supposed to go?
Good question. Well presented. Can I make a general, like, what can I roll to kind of get a sense of something guiding me towards the destination?
I think closest for that, if you're trying to like let instinct guide you. Since you're on kind of a religious quest, I could see religion, definitely.
And I give him another signal boost.
I don't know about that one. We'll say.
It's fine. I can.
Quick question. Have you guys actually gone into this yet? That was on like the outside kind of posts. Have y'all?
I'm still outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. yeah, if you want to get kind of a sense of like letting the hand of Thor guide you or whatever you want to call it, I'd say like rolling religion, seeing what happens from there.
30-20.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, of course. Okay, so yeah, you do a real quick roll. Like I said, I think kind of seeing like, fuck. You don't have any like hard and fast like words or anything like discernible like that. You do still feel like there's definitely a pull toward this opening kind of thing. And you just have this sense that if you can get closer to the center of it all, like that's important. You can't put a specific finger on why, but it's what you got right now. Yeah.
In that moment, Drax has kind of got his eyes closed, and he's like, I think the deeper we get into this volcano, the more obvious it may be. So, forward.
Sierra's gonna glance to Sutha. Just with a look of concern when Drax mentions having to go deeper into the mountain.
Yeah. Which I'm guessing Sutha, especially because it's, you know, an enclosed kind of space, vaguely mine-ish. As you mentioned, yeah, looking pretty uncomfy, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't suppose all of us have to go in, do we?
I won't force anyone to go in if they don't want to.
Whatever test is waiting for you in there, you'll have to do it. But I think limiting the number, since some of the gods like there to be witnesses to these trials. Devotion puts his hand on Drax's shoulder.
Don't you think?
A bit. It's the gods. He puts his hand on Drax's shoulder. I pushed you to start this journey. I'll help you see it. I'll help you see it through.
Sierra, upon noticing that Sutha is going to push forward and go into the mine with the group, she just gives her a gentle pat on the shoulder. For anybody watching who doesn't know, Bridget's mic doesn't work, so she's texting the group what Sutha is doing.
And given her backstory, she also does not have any good experiences with obsidian mines. And
Sutha pats my hand. Yay! I get pats by giving pats.
Pats for pats.
Love.
Isla will turn to Drax and say, in her little bird form, she's gonna land on his shoulder because it lasts for an hour.
You can end it early as a bonus action if you want.
It's being the bird.
Okay, but imagine her ending it while she's perched on his shoulder so that he just collapses.
My fucking shoulder!
Oh, but as a bird, she'll land on his shoulder. And in her tiny little bird voice, say, I'll go as far as I'm allowed.
You're not going to be like this the whole entire way, because I'm pretty sure insight and active volcano is not good for a bird.
Just go peck his hand.
Ow. All right, point taken.
I have this mental image that you look like an eastern bluebird, but instead of like having a red chest, you have like a bluey purple, like shimmery one.
Yes.
Cool. Good shit.
Um,
Good shit. Camera.
but yeah. Also, Zing, we're going inside an active volcano. I think you can drop the disguise.
Are you sure you know who you are talking to, sir? My name is Bob.
Look, we have one paranoid fuck. I don't think we need another.
You watch a beefy dwarven woman go.
Bob will mirror that. Bob will also go.
And Drax will
Sierra
turn to...
is visibly uncomfortable.
If we need to drop our magics, then I will drop my disguise. But I don't want to bring any untoward luck our direction.
Going inside an active volcano, I think our luck is nearly run dry.
We're still alive, knock on wood.
If you can find one, do it. However... Oh, wait, the beam. Wait, no, I'm not touching that.
I will say that once we do get into the cave and out of general sight, I will drop the disguise.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. But yeah, Drax is just gonna... and turn to Suther. What was that face for? Like, is this bitch talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
I just turned to Suther. Thank you, especially, because I know that you're not comfortable.
When you say that, Zink will turn around and drop the disguise, and you guys can see that there's a tattoo on his arm.
Zink, when did you get inked?
It's a long story, but I'll tell you once we're out of the volcano.
Right, well, didn't you do that?
And Zink will just sort of like walk over, squeeze Sutha's hand, and like carry on.
Just to be on the safe side, Drax is going to draw his greatsword and charge forward. Just.
Anyway, so you go forward. Sorry, real quick, remind me, Drax, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay, cool. Could not remember for the life of me.
Yeah, we had to talk about that, and like even before we found out that he was half dwarf, and given the fact that in the environment he was raised, it was kind of like an environmental thing.
Bonus, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you.
Hey, Chris, you're fuzzy.
Oh, again. Camera wired like this. There we go. So you guys head on forward. Drax, it sounded like he was taking the lead, and then there is enough space for everybody to go in like 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 if they even wanted. It's a pretty wide kind of cavern space. It's just old and neglected and definitely has not seen any actual people for long amounts of time. If like the very thick dust that you're walking through, like just like literally like just volcanic dust and dirt and grime and silt and soot, you're like leaving like big huge trails of steps behind you because this shit is thick with 3 C's. You're all welcome. But yeah, so you head on inside, and once you do, you look around, and you're in a fairly large area. It kind of feels like this may have been like a central kind of hub that y'all have like for some of the mines in granite and in black opal. But again, it's old, it's decrepit, it's falling apart, it's also burnt to shit. It is. So as you're looking around, this area is like it's pretty wide. It looks like it's been expanded out into like more of a circular pattern, but it's built into a like a naturally occurring like either lava bubble or like rock ravine that was sort of in the that was in this sort of area, maybe the one that was connected to the little cave that leads outside. It is it's fairly tall. It looks like it goes up roughly 60, 70 something feet. And it's also fairly wide. Like I said, it's been kind of widened out a bit. There's the remains of mostly stone with like a little bit of wood here and there, housing kind of stuff. Most of it's collapsed in. A lot of the wood that was there has been scorched and charred and just completely burnt. There are actually like little, not exactly stair steps, but there are definitely like you can literally see where like the lava like would have cooled into a place and then solidified, and then more like did it again later and then again. So there's like this irregular sort of rounded slope kind of leading down from a big old crack in the wall that even as you're looking at it is glowing faintly with this just inner light to it that you're quite familiar with when it comes to volcanoes, especially the ocean. It is also hot in here. Like it wasn't quite as bad outside because there's like still a lot of wind and everything, but once you guys stepped in and there was no more like stuff to help diffuse it, it is hot. So
Zink is going to use prestidigitation to cool his vest.
And
I know you can cool or heat water and food.
It's 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's not gonna like it's not.
It'll work a little bit out here, but not after a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But also, Zink has to think about Gary too.
Fair. Gary's gonna love it. What's up, Sarah?
Can I make your perception check to see if we see Nellie anywhere? Because it's hot in here.
No one is taking off all their clothes.
Nelly for Dada.
No, Nellie, the singer who sings, who it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
No.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I had to.
That is a song exclusively about fucking that they played at every 8th grade dance.
Yep. There's a lot of those songs. I mean, we used to listen to the Lollipop, so.
Yeah. Also, I remember being like under 12 and singing fucking Fantasy by Ludacris. And
I mean, Candy Store, Barbie Girl, all of it. Mm-hmm. I grew up listening to Lola by the Kinks.
So yeah. So as y'all are kind of looking around, the place is also very, very dry, as you would expect. Kind of, there's like nothing really in here. Like even as far as like animal life, there's really nothing much in here. You don't even hear like the squeaking of bats or anything like that. It looks like pretty much everything's like, hey, you know that place? No, and has left forever. So yeah. Like I said, big sort of open space. You can see sort of a bit of a darkening, sort of like for additional more regular shaped openings, one to the left, one to the right. And it looks a lot like sort of the very destroyed remnants of probably a dwarven mining encampment given the size of everything. It's all, specifically kind of made with dwarven sizes in mind. So Zinc will have no trouble getting in and out of anything. Everyone else will be uncomfortable, and and Devotion and Sutha will just probably look at me like, nah, I ain't ducking that far down. But yeah, so what do you want to do? You can go to the left or to the right. Anybody?
I'm just following where Drax goes. This is his mission.
All right, fair enough. So, Drax.
What do you think, Drax?
Where do you want to go? Left or right? You are also muted.
So, with the directions, is one heading more upward, or is more heading more downward, or is it a lateral?
They're both basically the same level at this point. The wall, you really only have just the left and the right at this moment. The wall in front of you, you have no idea if maybe it had a pathway before, because it's completely encased over in dried volcanic everything.
All right, I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay, what's the division?
Just real quick, just in case, I'm going to use the magic eyes, see if I see anything.
Okay, there's literally nothing in here.
That's fair. I just want to make sure. just in case, because I can see stuff that you might be able to see.
Yeah.
Drax is gonna say, I think we need to go left.
To the left, to the left. And Sierra starts going left.
Everyone in the party to the left.
Okay. So you head down that way. It extends for roughly another 60, 80-ish feet kind of down. It looks like there's a couple of depressions that haven't been fully filled in with lava flow. There's two on your right, one near the end of it, one near the beginning of it, and one to your left is a little bit bigger.
Okay. So,
is everyone still with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's another left or right?
Yeah, you have two options on the right and one on the left.
All right. What am I gonna do? All right. So is it left, slightly right, more right?
It looks like you're still kind of in a town-ish portion. These things, you can't tell if they're they're at exact right angles and a little bit evenly spaced, so it's a little hard to tell if it's just straight up this is going to be a storage room or the remnants of someone's house, or if it's actually going to lead you further on. The one on your left does look a little bit bigger than the other two, so if that helps at all.
Gonna go to the second route on the right.
Okay. So that one, as you pass by the one path to your left, you kind of feel a greater heat emanating from down there, and it kind of looks like a darker orangey color as you're going past. But if you peek into the that one room that the second one on the right, there's no natural light in here, so it's good that you can see. It looks like the remnants of maybe a shop or storage something. something to that effect. There's like kind of some like shelvy looking things on the wall. There's some glittering stuff. It looks like it may have been like glass bottles. All of it's warped and twisted and is just kind of a pile of melted stuff. But it's roll me perception.
That is 23.
Okay. It does look like there is sorry. It does look like there is a single intact bottle on one of the shelves, like directly to your directly to the side of the door. So it was like partially protected. It looks like it's still got something in it.
Is also sorry?
It looks like it still has something in it, something liquid.
He's gonna take it and brush off any soot, dirt, ash.
Yeah. Charcoal. Honestly, the label just kind of comes off in your hands. You're not really sure. It's got a vaguely reddish color to it, but feels kind of cool to the touch.
If he sniffs it, like, does it remind him of any potions that he's probably tried before?
You can roll me Arcana to check.
Oh boy, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. 17?
It's not a healing potion. It smells like something to do with like fire. But you yourself have not experienced this. You also know it's not a poison. You're pretty sure it's not going to hurt you, but you don't necessarily know what it will for sure do.
I'll put a pin in that.
You put a cork in that.
I'll put a cork in you in a minute. Guys, random potion. Not healing. However, it's reddish and I have no idea what it does. Who wants it?
Something.
Are you asking who wants the mysterious red substance?
I am. That's exactly what I'm asking.
I'm gonna keep going. Just gonna climb here, and I don't want to.
Okay, do I see anything magical about this red goo?
I mean, it's a potion, so it inherently is magical, but you don't know what it is just by looking at it.
Fuck it, I'll store my bag. It's like, oh, we'll put in this, we've got to go somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, Mitch can kind of guess what it is, but Drax has no clue.
Just making a quick note here for Matthew.
Interesting red substance attained by Drax. Other than that,
potion.
Okay.
So, is there another, like, does the path continue?
No, like I said, looks like this was the remnants of a shop of some kind. If you come back out, like I said, the only other ones are the other one that you passed, which was also similarly dark, and the remaining one on that was originally on your left, which does have like a deeper orange glow and definitely looks a little bit and definitely feels hotter.
Okay. Drax is going to suggest to the group, if some of us take a quick peek into the left while some of us take a peek into the right, and we can correlate what we find.
Just no one leave my eyesight in case we have to teleport out of here.
That's fair.
True.
I can only do it once, and I have to be able to see you.
I'll take the left.
I'll take the right.
Florma.
Ah.
Real quick, high or low?
I'm thinking. I'll go with low.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cool. So.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
You're not going to speak past that. I just didn't say. Act like you didn't say what you just said.
So, so you, so Drax, you and who are checking the remaining one on the right, and the rest are going to the left, or vice versa?
Don't know.
Zink's gonna stay in the middle.
I was
gonna stay like. Devotion was gonna like he's kind of volunteering to go left because he has dark vision too. He's just like, oh, down the dark corridor.
Well, the
right one is the
I call them A and B. A was originally on your left. B was originally on your right. That remains to be looked into. B is dark, and a little bit away from like the remains of that potion shop. A is a little lighter. It has like this deep orange glow to it, and it definitely feels hotter coming from there. So,
but I will still go left because I am fire resistant.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know where to go. There's people going down each way, so Sierra's just kind of like stand there T-posing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Zink will be exposing behind Sierra.
Just trying to keep everybody in your line of sight at the same time. So yeah, okay, cool. In that case, for both Drax and Isla, you guys duck in to see what that remaining right pathway kind of led to. This one is a little bit bigger than the other one, but it's full of a lot more smashed and burnt stuff. It looks like it was wood in here. There's a lot of glass bottles against the back wall that look like they've just been completely melted together with like extra scorch marks. Even all this time later, you can still kind of, well, I guess both of you just make me a quick perception check.
It may be hot in there,
I love perception check.
Yeah.
Perception.
but their love is far hotter.
Perception. Let me see what my mod is. Okay. And a roll. That is a 15.
Nice.
21.
Okay. Isla, you get kind of a sense from looking at all of this that this kind of feels like it was a building, someplace where like people kind of gathered, like it just had that feel to it, kind of even beneath the layers and layers of lava flow. Drax, being much more familiar with this kind of setting, you can tell that this is actually the remnants of what was probably once the town tavern.
There's a little tear in his eye.
So yeah, because all that alcohol, the fucking like just exploded and went to waste in here.
Oh.
No, Drax is like gonna look around and just go.
I was gonna turn back to her normal self. Off his shoulder first.
Okay.
Ah! God damn it!
Okay. Cool.
She'll like.
All of the vintage booze that could have been here.
What?
This was a tavern. All of the vintage booze that could have been here.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
But it exploded because Unfortunately, back then, alcohol was a little more flammable.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die.
What a hell of a way to die. As you were, gentlemen. Nothing much else to this building, just
honestly.
Is it just foobar?
Yeah, it really is. Like I said, it's you can only tell from just like the vague outlines of like what's left, because most of the shit in here was wood, so it's now just crumbled pieces of charcoal kind of vaguely holding a shape. But like that and some of the stonework and everything, it's just like, oh no, this was a tavern. So yeah.
But yeah, after that, Drax will turn around and head to the center and then meet up on the left pathway.
Okay, cool. So Devotion, you were going down there a little bit first just to kind of check things out. As you kind of go down, eventually you didn't go too super far, maybe like 30, 40 feet down. You kind of come to a spot that I feel like makes you probably stop in your tracks, which is where the others come up and find you. So they come up and join you, and I feel like you're just sort of sitting like, oh. Because as everybody comes up to join up with you and see like where do we go from here, this path definitely had like a slight downward slope to it, and it looks like it was heading to, judging from like the twisted and melted beyond all belief remains of some track in the ground, that this was most likely leading to some kind of maybe like the name mine shaft, something to that effect. But it's when you guys get out into the main area that would have been maybe like the bigger mine sort of pit, similar to what they kind of have a bit more in granite as opposed to Black Opal, where it's more like those twisting, like very defined, carved out mine shafts. This one had kind of like a central thing because you would have had to be working around the magma chamber of the volcano. However, that magma chamber has said, fuck you and boundaries. And the magma has greatly expanded so that there once was from what you can tell just from like the way that some of the stuff is left, there once was the like a taller secondary like upper level that had a what was probably a wooden kind of little bridge going across it to get things like to wherever they process shit. You can see the twisted, gnarled remains of like the metal track up there, but the actual wood that would have supported it is just gone, because this entire area, except for a few small and very irregular hot areas of like stone set a little bit above these spot above like the space, probably from where what was like them arcing over what used to be open air. There is an active river of flowing, churning, bubbling, hot lava just oozing its way through this path that it has sort of set. You can kind of see just a bunch of splatter marks from where like bubbles pop near the surface and kept moving. Some of it like partially dries a little bit and then keeps going and then gets flipped over, and you can see that glowing ultra heated like core of it that was beneath the surface. There's a few remnants, some of them that maybe had like some enchantments maybe on them that have sort of worn down over time, but there are a few like stone bridges that are set a little above the lava, that mostly not because it was there before, mind you, but because it was probably like an artistic thing to have it have a slight arch to it as you go like across this open area. And now it turns out that that's actually a good way to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. Not all of them have been so lucky. Some of them are definitely missing like huge sections because it's old. It's old. It hasn't been cared for. It's been in an active place that continues to shake and quake. Speaking of, Darren, high or low?
Low.
All right. Everybody make me a dex save.
Fuck.
Also,
God, fucking damn it, Dave.
I want to know, since Devotion was the first one to see this expanse of lava, first thing people behind him here is, shit.
Is this an effect I can see, by the way, or do I have no idea?
This is not an effect that you see.
You say
Shit.
everybody, you mean
I
everybody?
mean everybody.
Okay. Dex save?
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Wait, that's right. Don't forget, guys, you're close to the Paladins. You have bonus 4!
You do.
Oh no, if that's the case. That makes my dex save a +12.
Ooh.
And y'all are gonna hate me when I give y'all my number.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be as bad as things.
No, it's gonna be good. All right, Sierra, would you like to lay yours out first?
So I rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
So that's 32.
That's fucking great. Good shit.
Fantastic.
What the fuck?
All right. So, did anybody roll a 16 or below?
Oh no.
I rolled
Barely
a 9.
I rolled a 17.
Wait,
All right.
A
Was
9
that
plus
plus
4? Oh, it'd be 13. That still wouldn't be good.
Is that the 9 plus 4?
Is that save like with the +4?
Yeah, with the +4 from being near the paladin.
You get
Doesn't
+4
matter.
saves because you're close to both.
I mean, well, it's still less than a 16, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Zank, what about you?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 on the die, and that's +6, so 12.
Alrighty then. So,
Doing like this.
Sierra, since you rolled fucking masterfully, I
Oh
think
my god.
since you're basically like, something's going to go wrong here. See?
Yeah. My spidey senses tingled.
You literally, I feel like you're just hyper aware of like everything that could go wrong here, and you're just like kind of on the tips of your toes, just ready for something to go wrong, and then it does. So you immediately are just like, I am in action. Yep. You spring out of the way of the thing that happens, and the thing that happens is that there is another really deep tremor this time from everything that's going on. Everything shakes around you guys, like you actually kind of Zinc and Isla especially lose your footing and hit the ground. Everybody else managed to kind of like maintain their position, but the shaking also causes some rocks to fall and hit into some of the lava. And that means that for those of you as a tails is safe, you are going to take a little bit of damage.
All right. Sutha said she rolled a 14. Make sure you add another +4 to that if you haven't already. If you did, that means Sutha saves. So Sutha has an 18. So she good.
Okay, good shit. So for Zinc and Isla, I think because you guys like ended up falling to like actually like losing your footing and like falling like just to your knee or like actually onto the ground fully, you guys just weren't able to get out of the way fast enough to avoid some of the splash of literal lava. So you guys are going to take a little bit of essentially like spray damage. So you're going to take 5 fire damage.
Oh.
Not a whole lot, but it is some.
Oh no! My grandmother's knit poncho.
And for everyone, I think for everyone else who didn't roll and who didn't roll a nat 20, I think you guys are also going to take just half of this, so 2.
That means I take 1.
That means I take none
Yeah.
because I have my shield out. Like,
I just fucking love the mental image of just Sierra just being like, I know something's gonna go wrong. I was correct, and then just springing out of the way.
Just nope.
Just yeets herself away from
She's just like, I fucking hate it when I'm right.
yeah. Granted,
Has
area
4
is that
flashbacks from the burning.
is that because of my feet, because I have my shield, I don't take any damage. But even if I didn't have that, I'm fire resistant, so I'd only take 1 hit.
Like I'm fire resistant to my red dragon scale mail, so yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So yeah, we'll sprinkle the damage. So yeah.
Wow.
You got a couple of sort of pathways ahead of you. There's one that you got basically 2. There's one ahead of you that kind of goes that's a little bit more solid, but they both go in completely different directions. One is a little bit more solid, but from what you can see across, like all of you can see, like across the way, it's kind of leading to a tunnel that looks kind of dark. You can't really tell if it's sloping any one way or the other, but it looks a little bit dark and you're not honestly sure. There's a second path that's not quite as intact. Like the bridge is definitely seen a bit more shit. So it's gonna take a little more care to cross. But even from here, you can kind of see that tunnel had like a bit more of like an orangish glow. That doesn't seem to be related to the big orange glow of, bright ass fucking lava light in this area. So Jax, what you thinking? And if you'd like to roll something to help, you can.
I was going to say, Drax is going to turn to the group. I think now would be a good time to get some assistance on the direction, don't you think?
Yeah. You think?
I didn't plan the tremor. All right, religion again?
Religion is just like, I don't think we're going to like the answer, but that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, religion again. Roll for it.
19?
Okay. As per usual, in a difficult quest where you have to prove your mettle, you're definitely feeling just a slightly stronger pull toward the more fucked up path.
Drax is gonna do that thing where he closes his eyes. But at this point, he can open his eyes, but he just keeps his eyes closed and just goes. Damn it.
She looks at him like, I know that face.
What was that? Isla?
Where do we need to go?
He points to the more fucked up path.
Devotion points with him. He sees that face, he's like,
Isla is going to promptly look up to the sky and go, you couldn't make it easy, could you?
Dank's gonna take the caboose position just so he has eyes on everybody in the event that we need to get the fuck out of there.
Devotion is going to look at Zing and say, whatever you do, take it from someone who's lived near a volcano. Do not use an ice spell in here.
Why? That actually sounds like a good idea.
It's the extreme change in temperature of ice magic with lava will cause it to release a lot of steam, which will cook the air and reduce the amount of breathing you can do. I know it sounds like a good idea, but believe me, bad idea.
Don't worry, I was just gonna make sure that we can all teleport out of here, but
that is an excellent idea.
Good call.
Why did my camera turn off? That's weird. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, good.
Hackers.
I was looking over my spells. I'm like, ice storm. I'm like, Wait a minute.
No.
Terrible. That's a terrible.
No.
I mean,
Why not? Please, let's try it out.
No.
Yes, let's
It
give the
might
entire
push
party.
you.
Let's turn the entire party into steamed dumplings.
dumplings.
Okay.
Sounds good though.
So,
Yep.
Drax, are you gonna lead the charge, so to speak? Be very careful charge across a mostly broken bridge.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if I try to hang back, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a very forceful shove forward.
Get that in.
Like Drax will turn to Sierra, just going, I'm gonna. I'll
Yeah,
take
I
them."
suggest you do that now.
Yeah, Drax is gonna take the more fucked up path and just be like, okay.
Sierra's thinking in her head, I could have been on a boat to Bendalin. I could have been on the open sea. I could have heard the gulls crying in the distance, but no, here I am in a fucking volcano.
Are you saying all of this out loud?
She's saying this in her head, and
Okay.
Unfortunately for Darren, she forgets that she's telepathically connected, so Darren hears all of this in his head.
Like, here goes. You can take out this. He's like, oh, that's a new swear word. I haven't heard that one before.
She starts speaking in Celestial. He has like no idea what the fuck she's saying.
Starts swearing at Celestially, and he's just like, what?
He's just kind of like, God?
Dan, are you okay? You look a little weirded out over there.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know,
Also,
I don't know what
Sarah,
that actually means, but the intonation tells me that it's the celestial version of fuck.
Also, Sarah's head is covering the word. All of our characters are looking at right now. Help! 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 Africa, help!
That fish.
Assistance.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
Real quick, because it's 11:30, and I know I at least need to go to the restroom. Let's take a quick bio break, come back, and then I'll tell you how you're next gonna get fucked.
Break time, bitches!
Break time, bitches, and Icarus, fuck you.
Okay, wait, where?
He fell.
You will have to roll in that 20.
Don't film me now, baby. I need you to be nice to me right now.
Uh-huh.
Right, I need a drink.
Can I share with you all what I was just working on?
Yes.
I did a preset on a photo that I didn't like that I took forever and a half ago, and now I actually really kind of love it. And it's already in Society 6 because I have short attention span issues, as we all know.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's gorgeous. That is really beautiful.
I like it now.
Yeah.
I didn't like it before. Now I love it.
That's really pretty.
Where's my favorite? Like, for some reason, it looks just really fucking cool on the wine thing. If I can find that. Let's see. What would that be even under?
Home decor.
Tabletop. So this is a new thing they added, is these wine chiller things, right?
Oh, nice.
Look how perfect it looks on that.
Oh, that's pretty.
It pops really, really well.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yay!
Right, I need a
I'm
drink.
done.
Oh my god! Ow!
Hello. Help. Also, sir, did you? I think I may have missed it. Did you take that picture of the fish? Ah.
Yes, I did. It's one of mine.
So I know the bird looked familiar. So I know you took pictures of the bird.
Yeah, the bird is, well, I mean, the bird is an osprey. They're all over the place in the Chesapeake Bay. They are a protected species in the area in that once their nests are established, you can't do shit about it. So you want to try and stop them from establishing nests in certain places. Like people have found them starting to build nests on their boats, on their porch, on their chimney, all sorts of places. But the moment they've established and start nesting, you're stuck with them. They also, in the area, they tend to make stands specifically for ospreys to nest on the water, and they are very territorial and get into fight with bald eagles a lot.
We have some of the bald eagles up here.
Yeah, my parents have bald eagles that were nesting in their backyard, but the tree did not survive a recent storm, so they're now nesting across the bay, by which I mean just across like the creek where they are, so they get to watch them every day. But we were out on the boat and I brought my camera with one of my larger lenses, not Big Boy, but my step down from Big Boy. And I caught this photo and he caught this enormous fish. So.
And the fish caught trauma.
Yeah.
Help.
So I've got a few different osprey photos now.
Oh, I forgot to show Icarus my folder of lava monsters. Because I have a folder of lava monsters. Because it is as if one particular monster that I'm trying to build it for was actually inspired by something that Hannah found when we were doing an RP a long while back concerning dragons, which is a lava dragon.
Oh, my first thought was there's a dragon in here.
I mean, it fit. Granted, I don't know what species would have to be able to survive in here. I mean, red, obviously, but like, still, this isn't like a state, like, even a red dragon wouldn't nest here. It's not stable enough. It wouldn't be able to raise a clutch here. But there's a couple other dragons that could technically survive in this sort of environment. Gold dragons, copper dragons, or is it brass? I think it's brass. I think copper is lightning damage. Can't remember.
Okay. Okay. So, how you? Good job. How you liking the volcano?
Better, since I forgot to. I was going to send you. It's a very small folder I have of pictures of lava lava monsters.
Oh, don't worry, I found some.
I'm sure you did. There's quite a few. Oh, it's a Leo. Birthday boy.
Leo, look at your boy.
And the Jinxie over there, them just being potatoes, taking a nap. They just like, what? You know what?
Is that a Jinxie boy?
It is.
It is a Jinxie boy?
A Jinxie being potato, and there's a Leo being potato on the floor. The potato patch.
Unhappy.
Donut. Here's a healthy breakfast option. You could do, I sent the video to Hannah because music nerds, but someone sort of metered out how to play one of Bo Burnham's songs from the special on piano. I think it's a Look Who's Inside Again. That was a very, very depressing fucking song. And they discovered that the left-hand keys spell out D.
Word changes spell out DEAD.
Yeah. It's just like, Bo? Bo, you okay, Bo? If you guys haven't seen Inside, you should definitely see Inside.
I'm worried that Inside is going to force me to go into therapy.
I would go into watching Inside in a positive mood. Because there's a lot of call outs to our generation, I think.
Should I do the, like, this is me before watching Inside by Bo Burnham?
Absolutely.
This is me after watching Inside by Bo Burnham.
Except for this time, it's like, here's me before watching it. The position of you afterwards is the camera focused on just a fucking cover, like a lump in the covers, like huddled in the other room, like, why? But like, it's also brilliant, and
that's what I've heard. I will watch it eventually, but I need to like prepare.
Oh yeah, kind of like it's not one of those like, I'm sad, I need something to watch. Don't watch it. If you're sad and you want something to watch, don't watch it. I think one of my favorite this kind of sketch / songs he has on there. It's a very short one. It's called FaceTiming My Mom, which is basically is like his mom doesn't know how to work the phone, so he has to try and have an inane, mindless conversation with his mother for 40 minutes, and just progressively gets more and more frustrated.
Okay, but hear me out. Why is this post so accurate? Why is male country music like hot girls in teeny tiny shorts, I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles, and female country music is like, oops, I killed my husband?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of oh no, she took my truck, she took my wife, she took my dog, she took my guitar, she took my life. And all I got was this harmonica and a banjo.
And then the women's version is bragging about doing so because she found that he cheated on her.
I took his truck, his wife.
First off, okay, I was looking at I'm looking at Carrie Underwood's stuff, and there's a song that she wrote called Two Black Cadillacs.
Oh, Two Black Cadillacs, yeah. That's when a wife and a miss.
Someone commented with 2003 Carrie Underwood, I will destroy your car if you cheat on me. Mm-hmm. And then 2013, which is when she wrote the song, I will kill you with my car if you cheat on me.
Isn't that with another artist?
No, it was just she's the only one who sang that song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And fun fact, the reason she chose Two Black Cadillacs to be the thing, she was inspired by Stephen King's Christine to write that song.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you watch the music video for Two Black Cadillacs, the Cadillac gets fucking wrecked and then rebuilds itself like the car Christine does in the novel.
Yep. And Christine was she was a cherry red Cadillac.
She was a cherry red Cadillac.
And did she murder some folks?
Yeah.
I don't know why they ever made sequels to that. I'm like, no, you got it in the first one. No, we don't need, stop it.
We all
know like there's all those movies that like they sort of just devolve into nonsense.
Can we just appreciate the start of Stephen King's horror empire was a book about a girl who got bullied over her period, so she killed everyone with her mind.
Yep.
Carrie!
I was thinking of Something Bad, which was also a good song. Mm-hmm. That has Miranda Lambert in it.
Miranda Lambert is known for the husband murder songs.
Oh my god, I fucking love hers. Also,
she's absolute. I am convinced she's absolutely murdered a boyfriend. She has committed murder. I am convinced.
Because like also, gunpowder and lead, kerosene, hell on heels,
kerosene. Like
something bad about to happen.
When I was growing up, the two main musics I listened to, because I lived with my mom, were country and kind of Christian rock. But really, the only Christian rock we listened to was the Gaither. Like, listened to Christian country with the Gaither brothers, and we listened to
what?
Christian country, which is the Gaither brothers.
Okay.
It's basically it's a musical group of Christian cowboys. Pretty much how I can explain it. They actually with really awesome music. The Gaither brother. I don't know. I have Hannah, your parents might know who the Gaither brothers were. Or my mom's old friend from college, Nathan Jesse, who is an absolutely fantastic human being, and also inspired me to get into music. She played his stuff a lot. He had a couple of his CDs, that or country. And growing up, all the like dude country songs didn't really click with me, but the ones that really did were the female empowerment, like feel like a woman, fancy, like I listened to Reba McEntire so much growing up. I loved her. I watched her fucking TV show. She had a TV show. It was great. Like I listened to her. I listened to all these different, like Dolly Parton, and there's a song that appeared on Glee. It was I think it's called "If I Was a Boy," and
the Beyonce song.
Yeah, the Beyonce song. Reba McEntire did a cover of it, and it sounded fucking beautiful. You can feel like the emotional strain in her when she sings it, and it also was very emotionally delivered in Glee. But like, there's like that was the kind of country music I grew up with that I ended up loving. It was mainly a lot of, of course, the ones that my mom would like shout out in the car. She's shouting is the girl power, like the I killed my husband, or I what was one that I absolutely oh god,
that's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's a good one.
Oh my god, no, the one that was done by male singer that I absolutely loved. I will sing my heart out to every time. The Thunder Rolls.
Oh yes, Randy Travis.
Thunder, like
Thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
Bam, bam, bam.
Like, speaking of thunder, I think we should dive into.
Speaking of thunder, but it's more of the inside the earth and going to crush it with rocks kind.
I can't lie, but when you described how like the lightning and all this stuff was coming in there, so that song was in my head. I'm like, oh no.
I know. So, Drax, you are approaching the thing, as it were. As I'm help. Sarah, you full on disappeared from your little square at the perfect moment because I finished saying that and it was just the fish. Help.
It takes a while for my camera to kick in. The timing is just amazing.
I'm sorry, the face Mitch made when you said Drax. I said me. I'm just like, you're so funny.
So, you're approaching this thing. Like I mentioned, it is definitely showing its age. You don't have any good estimate, but just from the way that things are, you feel like this place has been abandoned for well over a century, if not more. And y'all don't have any like specific insights to like the obsidian trade. So you're not super sure of like when this all happened, but it's definitely been on its own for a good long while. And it's definitely showing in this specific bridge. It's got hunks missing out of it, like big old, just like semicircular chunks. The The stone itself has kind of been eroded away a lot, like especially at the base where it kind of joins down with everything else. It also definitely looks like any of the enchantments that were kind of on this to maybe give it a little bit more resilience over time are definitely, if not already gone, they are fading fast. It's not totally destroyed. There is possibly a discernible path through it. It's just going to take some time and care. So, how would you like to proceed?
Can I roll a survival check to see basically one, how well the bridge is holding up currently, as well as just the general path ahead?
Sure, yeah, I think that'll work.
That's cocked. That'll do. 23.
Very nice. So you're kind of looking it over, trying to give it like a really critical eye, kind of applying what you've seen so far with what you know about like dwarven craftsmanship. And from what you can tell, there is a bit more stability along some of these center parts because that's where a lot of like little bracing things are, kind of thing. There are a good chunk of places that are kind of remaining for that. There are some places where you're going to have to stray just because of how it's collapsed a bit. You are going to have to stray a bit closer to the edges of it, and so anybody who follows you. But you feel relatively certain that, barring any other big activities, you should be able to kind of one by one go along like this kind of serpentine looking path that you've got here. So you do feel it's definitely possible with this information, especially if you share it to everyone, sort of like, you need to go here and here and here. As long as nothing changes, once you have sort of outlined it, everyone who follows it can have advantage on whatever they use to get across this.
Okay. So yeah, Drax will kind of relay the information on like what is the best path to take. Mm-hmm. And he will iterate, we will do this one at a time. And Drax will turn to the rest. There's no way I'm getting out of going down this path first, is there?
Nope. First.
Fine. Yeah. He'll go down the path that he saw.
Sierra's gonna be watching very intently to know exactly what fucking path he's taking.
So Drax, since you did like take the time to kind of look over and assess this, you do have advantage on this roll. Are you trying to just very carefully like pick your way across by like observing and then stepping, or are you trying to just be like light on your feet? What skill do you want to use to make this?
Light on my feet is not happening considering the gear I have.
No.
Even though my dexterity is +5, I'm well aware that wearing mail armor as well as a fucking greatsword is, yeah. So he is going to basically, he's going to do that bit of like, he takes a step, kind of puts his 1 foot forward to kind of test what's sturdy and what's not, find the decent footing, then take another step.
Okay, gotcha. Well, if you're proceeding with
that... Oh, hold on. Sutha has a thing.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. This.
I'm loving it.
Someone tie a rope on him. Yeah, we should probably tie a rope on him.
That's a good plan.
I love how it's Sutha that's more concerned for my safety than anyone else.
Isla has signs that she can make, so.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Devotion will volunteer to be the one he tastes tied to.
I was gonna say, like, let's just pull everybody into the lava.
I would just like to point out that Darren attempted to wake him up with a crowbar. So maybe with that in mind, don't look to me for sympathy.
I mean, I wasn't going to.
I do have an idea with that, in conjunction with Sutha suggesting trying to rope to him is like, and he'll kind of look around, sort of seeing how close, and Devotion will like, time to me, I'll fly above him. And if he starts to fall, I'll pull him up, and I should be able to hold us both.
Fair enough. So, if you're taking care, you're looking where you're going, and you're being very, very deliberate with your steps and everything like that, I feel like this is probably more of like a perception-based role, because you're actively like looking, searching before you proceed kind of thing, as opposed to trying to step lightly and using like dexterity or acrobatics. So, perception. There's not really a be careful roll.
17.
Okay, fair enough. You definitely have a couple of close calls where you thought that everything was hunky-dory, and then it turns out that like the lip of this thing was a little bit unstable. So you have a couple of moments yeah, basically you have a couple of moments of that, and a couple of moments where like you go to step on a thing, and then there was like a little burst of lava from below you that startled you, and you had to not immediately like reel back like you wanted to. So yeah, but you take care, you step very deliberately, and you're able to make it all the way across. So
cool.
On the other side, it looks as stable as you can expect from something here. You feel like there's just a little bit more of like a fine tremor more constantly, but it's nothing that's going to like drive you to your knees as of yet or anything. Yeah, so bridge is open. I guess this is a valid question, because we do know that Drax kind of has to take some of the extra steps. Devotion, do you offer to fly anyone else over, and other people can walk if they so choose? Devotion?
Yes.
Do you offer to like fly, now that we've gotten Drax over, do you offer to fly anyone over if they want to, but other people who want to cross the bridge can do so?
Yeah.
Cuckoo. Does anybody take up Devotion on his offer of a quick flight?
Yes. Carry the island like a princess. Fly. Sit down.
Zink can cast fly on anyone who doesn't want to be carried.
Sierra's gonna cross the bridge.
Darren's gonna cross the bridge. He's just gonna use acrobatics if he has to.
Mm-hmm.
How far is it?
It's roughly about a 30-ish foot journey.
30-ish?
30-ish. You should be able to do it in roughly 2 rounds if you're being careful.
How about Misty Step?
Sure.
Fucking neon.
Florba is like, work smarter, not harder.
Mitch,
I don't want to fall in the lava.
Yeah, no one
It
does.
took me a long time to grow this hair. Lava will hinge it.
Hello, Florba.
Priorities.
I was just gonna say, why does Mitch have the super big gulp size soda? Making us Americans look bad.
So Florba's gonna Misty Step. Devotion's gonna take Isla. Drax is already over there. Zink, are you going with Devotion?
I'll go with Sutha.
Okay, Sutha's gonna cross on foot. So.
Okay, yeah, but I'll wait until last, if possible, and then Sutha and I, in the event that something happens, Zink can,
Okay. So Sierra, how are you planning on getting across? Do you want to do more of like an acrobatics type thing, or are you going to try and take the careful route?
Fuck it, let's do acrobatics. What's the worst that can happen?
Drax did give you the clues beforehand, and like I said, for anybody who's crossing on foot, y'all do have an advantage on the roll because he kind of gave you an idea of best place to step, and you also then watched him do it, so you have some practical application.
17.
Okay, you have about the same luck as he did. This thing's falling apart. You don't hit the same like gaps that he did, but like some of the stuff like that he kind of loosened and like would slip under you, but you do make it across in one piece. There's just a few moments of like, oh god, do I still have a foot? Okay, it's still there. So yeah, Darren, you said acrobatics?
Yep.
Okay, and you also have advantage, you wild daredevil you.
Dirty 20.
Well, fuck, all right. You just fucking springy boy your ass over there. All right. And he sticks the landing.
That's off an 11.
Good God. Alrighty. Sutha, are you gonna take the careful route, I'm guessing? Cool. So like I said, roll perception for me. And you do have an advantage, just like everybody else.
I am going with Sutha also.
Okay, also perception? If you're going the same kind of...
Yep. Natural 20.
Shit, all right.
Sutha got 29. Jesus Christ.
Amazing. Sutha's just sort of like, all right, yep, nope, got this shit. I think it's honestly like Sutha was just sort of like, all right, and that's where that happened, and that's where that happened. Okay, and just goes. Just fucking... And Zinc is, I guess, just like following in her wake, and now has seen like multiple people, so it's just sort of like do. Also, you have a smaller body weight, therefore you aren't as likely to set off any strange shifting in the stone.
Yeah, I didn't even roll my second one because I rolled with advantage. So yeah, no, it was 22 total.
Incredible.
Just flippity floppity, bippity boppity, jumping across the bridge.
Alrighty, good shit, y'all, good shit. So you're on the other side. It looks like you can kind of see some remains of like the actual mining process and everything over here. There's a few twisted hunks of metal that look like they may have been mine carts once upon a time. There's still like a very faint remnants of like the track, like I mentioned, kind of around here. There's some weird, like definitely melted looking rock that may have held like some of the specific like obsidian ore they were going for before, but now it's just like covered in lava flow. Well, dried lava flow. So yeah, you also notice that once you guys get over here that this ground feels a little bit different than it did over there. Just a little bit. If you want to figure out why, feel free to roll me either survival or investigation.
I'll roll survival. It's my highest stat.
11.
You have no fucking clues, Ink. I don't even know if you notice.
19.
Okay. 19 for you. Did anybody else want to roll before I say things?
16.
16. Noise.
Wait, what?
The ground over here feels a little bit different than it did on the other side on the original side of the bridge. If you want to figure out why, roll either survival or investigation for me.
Survival for me.
All right, good shit.
Me.
Oh, them bones.
I don't know shit. I don't know. I mean, 14. I rolled a 7 on the die, though. That's why I immediately said I don't know shit. Then I forget my modifier is a +7.
That's a pretty good one. You are aware that there definitely is something different. It feels like a little bit softer, but you can't see any definitive reason as to why that is at the moment. Like there's nothing obvious on the surface.
I can't like touch the ground. Like, does it feel like ash?
it feels softer when you touch it, but not like ash does, and you're not exactly sure like what that give is
like,
supposed to be.
Gross.
Basically. I think what happens, since I think Drax got the highest because Darren, you said you got a 16? Okay. You're also aware that something is up, something is weird about it, but you can't put your finger on exactly why. Like Sierra, you're aware that it's not just that this place is ash, that there is a lot more soot over here. It does feel warmer. I think Drax, honestly, what ends up happening is that you take a couple of steps and then maybe like glance behind you as you notice. And as you glance behind you, I think, and maybe say something and draws your attention, you notice that the heels of your boots, because they're much more sturdy because they're part of your armor, have actually dug in to this ground. And you can see that this is technically still drying magma lava stuff. So like a little bit, couple, like an inch or so under the surface, it's actually still real hot.
So it's
and like glowy.
So it's like, guys, hold.
Turns out you can actually do this as a normal human here in this world.
As long as you move fast.
You move fast, just like keep going, keep going, keep going.
Drax, we're gonna need to move up the pace like now, because this is half soft, half hardened lava. You stand still too quickly. You
go. Run.
I crouched down to touch this shit. What the fuck?
His boots are more stiff on the heels specifically because his are more designed for like bracing as opposed to y'all's, which are for stealth. So you can now see that Drax has pointed out that his boot prints, and I think actually maybe Sutha and Fortman's as well. Sutha
looks over at Drax and says, "I hate you."
I hate you so much right now.
I think Flortman's boots would also do it as well because he also has heavier armor, as well as devotions. But yeah, basically, like you guys can see now that he's pointed it out, that there's like these little chips, like dips into that you can see the glowy orange through.
Isla pipes up and goes, and this is a time where I really regret my decision in going barefoot my whole life.
It feels real goddamn hot.
Ow, 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 ow.
Like,
she's gonna be.
I used to see with these.
Drax.
wait, okay. We are running.
Are we going in this
direction? Who's still flying beside them? Who's still like flying beside them? You should run.
Yeah. Drax is going to have Isla over one shoulder and football carries Ink.
You know I can fly, right?
I'm acting on impulse. Leave me alone.
Okay. Tell me if you want me to cast it or what. This is actually kind of nice because of the breeze.
So yeah, just I guess real quick as you guys are just making your way downtown, walking faster. Just
walking on the
I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
So for anybody that is actively walking, go ahead, just roll me real quick a dex save. Just yeah, if you're walking.
I get advantage on this because this is technically something I can see.
Devotion is nearby to if I have to expend a reaction to grab somebody, I will. She's staying close enough that you can just like, no swimming in lava.
Did anybody get below a 14?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, Florma, remember, not only do you get, I'm still nearby, you get the +4.
Wait, what? What did I miss?
Roll a dex save just to see how effectively you get across the hardening lava thing.
For an elf, Flortma is so clumsy.
What did you roll, Flortma?
Okay, no.
I feel so bad that I'm rolling so high.
I fucking love this character because I rolled a 6 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
And then reliable 10.
I got. Are we including a +4 from the paladins?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
So, Florma, even with the bonus, what was your total again?
With the extra 1 from devotion, 8.
Okay, so you start hustling. You start trying to keep on keeping on. I feel like maybe you ended up like trailing just a little bit behind, and so like you're seeing more and more of like these gaps that are kind of widening ever so slightly as people are going.
Shit.
And I feel like it's starting to kind of like catch at you and make it harder for you to try and keep going faster. So you're definitely starting to fall behind.
I would like to, like, if I can see him starting to like fall behind, Devotion is going to like swing, kind of like fly up behind Forma and sort of like grab him under the arms and sort of lift him the rest of the way so he can catch up.
I think I need you to make me both a dex save to see if you can catch this man while he's trying to flee, and then a strength save to make sure that you can keep him in hand.
Okay. DM, Suther rolled a 10, and that's including the +4.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Holding. Hold on. Do I have an? I have an inspiration.
I have an inspiration. I'm sacrificing to re-roll that.
Fair enough.
Re-roll it.
Just
no swimming in lava, Posita.
Mom.
Oh no! Don't tell me it was worse.
Hold on.
What have I done?
No, wait. I mean, it's advantage. You only take the highest.
30, and that's including the +4 as well.
So 17.
There we go.
Oh, there we
go.
So honestly, I think it probably is a thing of like Sierra maybe looks back and is like, "Where's everybody?" Susan, come on!
Grabs and yanks. It's like, come on, let's go. Okay, so Dex.
Yeah, so Dex save to make sure you can actually do this, and then the strength save to make sure you keep hold of the other heavy ass paladin wearing heavy armor.
Okay, Dex save is a dirty 20. Or no, 21. Sorry.
All right, good shit.
I can't math. With my bonus, it's a +5 to save.
Look, numbers are hard because most of us are gay. Like they don't
Yeah.
exist.
Very. Now strength save I'm less worried about because I have better strength. No. That over there is a pile of trash I need to clean. Stop trying to jump into it.
Take out your trash.
And 22 for strength.
All right, good shit. So you managed to come down and grab Lortma right as he takes 2 fire damage. So you then managed to scoop Lortma up under the arms and just kind of neum over to the much more solid sort of caverny or like tunnely area kind of thing. So yeah.
Thank you.
He'll set him down like, you're welcome. Oh. It's not fun to lift full plate. No one think it from someone who's lived in this region. Do not swim in lava. Swimming in lava bad.
Kids don't swim in lava.
Don't try to eat lava.
PSA for all of us here at GKC. Don't swim in lava. It's bad.
All right.
Drax is going to turn to the rest of the party when they're like in the safe zone. In my defense.
No.
Don't even start.
You can put me down now, Drax, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Isla, are you okay too?
She's just kind of hanging there like, I'm good.
Did you want to stay or do you want to be put down?
Zink is going to adjust the flower crown on your head.
He just looks at them and goes, later.
We'll just go, put me down.
Okay.
At this point, Sierra is fixing her hair with the hair clip her father gave her to put it in a high bun because it's getting fucking hot in here.
It really is. Also,
Yeah, Devotion put his hair up in a ponytail.
And then at some point she just takes out a makeup rag and just wipes her full face of makeup off like, fuck this.
Fair.
Yeah, Darren 100% is man bunning it right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Fun fact for
Devotion's
Sierra,
got a ponytail, like, fuck all this mess.
fun fact for Sierra about the clip that her father gave her. It does not pull or tangle your hair as you're taking it out, and also like does not overly pull or like hurt your head when you put it in the higher bun. Because look, I'm just saying, I had long hair for a long ass time. That's fucking magic, and that's what I want in my hair support.
Also, her dad's Geralt of Rivia. He has long hair too. He understands hair care.
Exactly. We stand.
We stand Henry Cavill.
We do. And Dead Ass. Anyway. So.
I don't
yes.
like
Why?
I don't like it.
What now?
So yeah, so you have another tunnel thing out before you. Excuse me. You've got another tunnel thing here. It definitely like leads down. This one has a bit more of a tighter, almost like corkscrewy kind of pattern, like down. So you're not sure if maybe this was like a like an auxiliary kind of thing, like maybe this had once been stairs, because this one's definitely not natural. This one's definitely been like carved out of the place as a whole. But it's winding down, and you can't really make out the stairs because there is, like I said, the remains of lava flow here. But it appears more that like lava flow from the outer area that had like the little river, the large river of lava. It's more like maybe that like expanded and then that stuff like oozed down here, as opposed to it coming up from the bottom where it would have like completely encased and filled everything. So that's something. It's still hot as hell. No getting around that. And it's mighty uncomfortable, to say the least. The floor is definitely lava. Bridget, you're amazing, and I love you. You told me something you should have done that. I know. So you guys are kind of following the little corkscrew path kind of down. It's just slowly but steadily getting like hotter and hotter as you're going, and there's really not a whole hell of a lot that you can kind of do about it. Unfortunately, it's just fucking hot. But as you're kind of going, Drax, I want you to go ahead and make me another religion check.
That is 20. Dirty 20.
All right, good shit. You're definitely feeling that pull, just a little stronger than you have before. Like it definitely feels like you're on the right track. You still don't hear anything. This is more. It's almost like instinct. It just kind of like it has like a little like fish line here and just tugging it like this way. Come on.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So you're going down, you're feeling that pull, it's getting just a bit stronger and a bit stronger every time. The place is still very, very quiet. You do, however, notice that like I said, the rumbling hasn't subsided. It's still there. It's still pretty constant and low grade in the background. However, let's see. I asked Flortma, I asked Darren. Isla, high or low?
Hi.
Okay, so I love you guys, I promise.
I don't believe it.
So there is then a deeper rumbling tremble kind of thing that goes down, that erupts kind of around you all of a sudden. I need everyone to once again make me a dex save.
Do we have the +4 still?
Yeah, because y'all are still near devotion.
Oh, +4. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck.
21. Thank you, Rainbow Dice.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Florba, what did you get? Because you're
Oh no.
Scared.
10.
And Isla, no. Who knows?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Isla.
Wait, don't answer that question yet.
Oh,
Okay.
no. That's with the 4? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, hold on. I can, whenever another creature you can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points to roll a d4 to apply the number as a bonus or penalty to the creature's roll. Would a 1 to 4 help you?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have to apply it before I tell you the result. And I haven't told you the result yet. So you can't apply it, but it's up to your own discretion.
I'm going to spend the 2 points regardless, but just for
Darren, no.
the second one.
Darren, no.
It's literally the only way I can fail this fucking shit.
Oh, no. It was, oh, no, no.
Darren got a nat 1 for everybody watching at home.
Oh, no.
Wait,
Darren, what did you get?
Sierra?
I'm hoping my modifiers save me because I rolled a natural 3.
Oof.
But with the paladin thing and my dex mod, that's a +12, so 15. Still, that's the lowest I've rolled this night, and I'm starting to get scared.
Fair enough.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay, so I've got 3 people who rolled a 14 or below.
I barely saved! Oh
god! Bridget, is that 13 with the bonus?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, so here's what happens. So here's what happened. The much Brian, no.
Brian, yes.
The
Brian,
much
always, yes.
I think it's maybe as a consequence of like the much tighter corridor that you or path spiral that you guys are in. You just don't have quite as much room to maneuver, which does suck. So I think what happens is like you guys feel that deep tremble kind of start up in the ground again, and you're already having a fairly good idea of where this is going to go. So I think most likely because you know the way back is just like slowly solidifying lava, and the way forward has got to be better, right? I think you guys make kind of a break for it. Try to head down what remains of like the spirally thing as quickly as you can. You were ruining my aesthetic.
And then somebody gets klutzy.
Yeah. So,
No.
I tried Sarah, by the way.
Why?
No.
For lava.
That's why mine is red. It has gotten progressively brighter as we've gone.
He lavas us.
Question, DM. Can I forego my save and switch places with someone?
Switch places?
Yeah. When Darren's about to get hit, I try to switch places with him and take the damage instead.
That is a good point.
I will say, I also have evasion. Just keep that in mind before you make that decision.
Well, but Sierra thinks her heart.
She thinks with her heart, not her head. Okay.
She might just react.
I do also question, like, because of the size of my tower shield and because I made the save and because of my feat that makes it so I don't take any damage, can I use that to reduce the overall damage by taking the brunt of the attack?
I have a quick question.
Because I can definitely survive that sort of.
I don't know about that one.
Before we even get to the damage portion of this, are we falling?
No.
Okay.
Guys are trying to make a break for it to get out of the small enclosed space spiral thing so that you don't hopefully get crushed.
Okay.
Because I feel like that would be any person's reaction of like, oh, this small enclosed space is trembling? Get the fuck out. So I assume you all are making a beeline toward the exit you hope is at the end of this.
I can't see everyone. Hurry up. Get out of the way.
So yeah. So I think so to address a couple of things. Devotion, I don't know if the kite shield is going to necessarily help against this just because it is told that that's not necessarily its purpose, if that makes sense. So I don't know about that one. Sierra, if you do want to sacrifice your success to hit Darren out of the way,
my internet hates me. It did the same shit last night with Yggdrasil. It fucking kicked me from everything because my internet decided to die. But we're back.
We're back.
I'm just gonna hide in Maul's chest in shame.
Brief update for the listeners because I rolled the damage. For those of the players that failed the save, it was 4 fire damage. If you passed, it was 2. If you have fire resistance, you took half of whatever you took there. So yeah.
Then hold on. I still only take 1 because
yeah. Anyway, so yes, like I said, the thing starts rumbling, everything starts kind of like crashing, cracking, and like there's more of like that gas is kind of like flooding into the area. You guys rush down to get out of this enclosed space before that stuff can really hit you and like hurt you. As you keep going, there are some like cracks where like a little bit more of the lava is actually like dripping through. A couple of you are just not able to get out of the way quite fast enough because of the tight quarters. Sierra, you end up like seeing that Darren is about to get like a whole fucking blob just like on his shoulder, and you shove him ahead. And as you shove him, the blob falls and it gets like the back of his arm and like some of your forearm. So, which is why like you take a little damage, he takes a little damage. But yeah. And you keep on keeping on.
Darren just hears celestial cursing in his head.
It's like, oh, I definitely know that one was fuck.
There is a carefully and not carefully enough look of frustrated concern.
Fair. Let's be real, volcanoes are outside of everyone's purview, really, like especially active volcanoes. Like, Devotion spent some time in ones that were a bit calmer and easier to like negotiate with, basically. But this one actively seems to fucking hate anything at all within its area, which happens to be all of you. So you guys eventually end up kind of ending up like sprawling out across the floor of the next sort of chamber, for lack of better words. This one's completely solid. It is pretty sooty, so you do get a little dirty. But it's completely solid. It's hot, but it's not like the same hot that it was upstairs. There's no active like lava river that you can see here. However, against the back wall, like as you kind of look up and like, where the fuck are we now? As you kind of look up and look against the back wall, there's actually like kind of a lava fall, essentially, like against kind of the back wall, where like there's actively just like this stream of lava that's shooting off and like falling into, you're assuming, some kind of big pit. It's extremely hot. There's a whole lot of that orangey glow. You can almost just like feel yourself just kind of shriveling a little bit. And as you guys kind of approach, maybe getting a little bit of a closer look at the falls and like what exactly is going on, it looks like they're coming from a pretty high up distance and they're falling down into what's essentially kind of like a sunken caldera. The huge magma chamber here. This spot seems to be like a pretty solidly anchored hunk of rock, maybe basalt, maybe a type of granite. You're not sure because it's kind of covered in like soot and lava flow. But it seems to be pretty solid. It doesn't have like any real big cracks in it. It has like a little bit of splash like buildup from the lava, but it itself does not seem to be in any danger of like being destroyed. Now, the thing that's interesting is that you have this little platform, for lack of a better word, and you have this huge drop off into a caldera, but you don't see any other passageways to take, except for the one that you just came out of, which is odd, granted.
Sierra's gonna be looking at like the second, most likely 3rd-degree burn forming on her forearm.
Probably second. It is not the bone.
Can Darren be doing his best to like he'll I don't know, take off his scarf and like just try to wrap up her arm as best as he can.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Sierra's just gonna look at Drax. No offense, Drax, but fuck your god.
I'm beginning to share the same sentiment right now. However, I have an idea. Well, I have a theory.
Oh.
Drax is going to step up to the platform and look down into the caldera pit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that tugging him where I think it's tugging him?
It definitely is going kind of in that direction.
Impulse check the Sparta kick. I'm just kidding.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past you, but at the same time, I wouldn't blame you.
Zink, do you have
You're
any
safe.
Zink is just gonna say before anyone does anything, the safe word is rhubarb. If we all need to bamf out of here, anyone say it, and we'll all be back to
So basically, Drax is just trying to discern whether the direction is going like lateral or down
or up.
So here's the odd thing. It seems to be kind of, now that you have like a thing where it feels like a much stronger than it has before, it almost kind of feels like it's kind of going in like a vague circle below you. But it's not stationary.
Did Roshan kind of like, did he relay that to them?
I don't know.
No.
All right.
Not yet. He's like following the tug. And let me guess, there's no other way below this area apart from that fuckery.
No.
All everyone sees is Drax looking down at this pit, and then suddenly
No.
May I make a suggestion?
Do a flip.
Did somebody say rhubarb?
No.
Okay.
Drax, may I make a suggestion? He kind of walks up to Drax and sort of like kind of pats him. So it's like you're saying, because he's like standing on this platform. Feels, standing there. It's just a theory, but given stories I have heard about your particular god, hold out your arm. He like after he tells him this, he kind of takes some steps back. He's just like kind of like letting him have that section of the platform.
Drax will look to Isla.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Bridget.
And
They're like, don't you fucking do it.
Drax will Drax will look to Isla and just go, you can slap me for this later. Arm out into the flow.
So
It was all a ploy, and you
So you
have no
said-
arm.
Sierra just immediately says, I'm not healing you.
Devotions, the back of it is like, that's not what I meant, but
Wait a second.
okay.
Can I just clarify one thing? Can I clarify? So this isn't like we're on like a balcony / ledge thing, and then like there's a hole, and like down there is like the magma, and then across the way is the lava flow. There's like the lava flow is right there.
the lava flow does pop out enough. There is some splash on this platform, so you could potentially stick your arm in it.
H, Mary, mother of. Go on.
So here's what happens.
So you stick your arm into lava.
You stick your arm out, fully intending to do whatever the fuck you need to do to get this thing, right?
Yep.
All right. No conviction, no hesitation.
Nope.
Right. All conviction, no hesitation, correct?
Just straight up.
That's what I had to do, I guess.
Yep.
So here's what happens. You do that. The lava itself crackles and forms a little ball around you with like static electricity that then courses up your body, encases you in the static electricity. The lava swiftly follows and encases you into this little orb of it that then shoots into the falls and down toward the caldera. So everyone else gets to see this moment where Drax is like, all right, cool. I'm doing this thing that I am expected to do as a champion. Oh God, he's fucking gone.
I'm gonna just gently put my hand on like Isla's like shoulder or elbow, whatever I can reach.
And Sierra just says, well, at least we don't have to worry about a funeral pyre.
Sierra!
You're the worst sibling.
Era.
So
I said what I fucking said, Zinc.
That's so mean.
Dawson just kind of crosses his arms and just waits.
the same. Anyway.
Mean.
So further, what then happens? The last thing that we get to see, the lovely things that lead us into, it's almost one. The lovely things that lead us into our credits for this evening's episode.
Wait.
Are.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I rolled an impulse roll.
No.
No.
Baby, no.
I would like to grab her and stop her.
Roll a dex save to see if you can.
Are you sure? Because she's gonna punch you.
I don't fucking care. You are not going to blindly jump into lava.
No, she's not blindly jumping into lava. She's you said the
Punching
thing
you
about
in the face.
the funeral pyre, and she's gonna turn around and
punch you in the face.
You know what? No, I will take the punch in the face.
All right.
Can I?
Aim for the nose, please.
I would like to, because I was holding the shoulder.
You feel her move, and you don't realize that's what she's going to do because it's Isla. Why? Isla, roll to see if you hit.
The fact that I'm standing still and just looking at her, does that give her advantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it does. If you're not doing
advantage, okay.
If you are a child and you're watching.
Hell.
Oh no!
Oh no! What happened?
Oh.
Natural 20.
Well, I mean,
oh my god!
I rolled a natural 20.
Well,
on the impulse roll, and then I rolled another natural 20 to hit her.
Okay, fair. That means you get to double your unarmed damage, which means you get to do 2 damage, but you do make contact with the face, if that's where you're aiming.
Aim for my nose, baby. Break
Very
it.
Cool.
Break my nose.
He watches Drax disappear into lava, is about to scream bloody murder and fear. Then Sierra mentions the funeral pyre, and something snaps in her, and she turns around like bloodshot eyes and fucking Duke Sierra.
Oh yeah, Sierra full on falls to the ground with that. Oh.
Also,
I told you it was
love
pain.
Sarah's GIF that she posted of this interaction. It's perfect considering how technically wimpy all these unarmed strikes are. Quack.
So what's Sierra do?
She turns around and
check on my girlfriend.
She after Sierra gets up and just looks at the group, she turns around and starts to leave the volcano.
Naturally. So Darren, do you go after her, I guess?
I mean, yeah, I went down to check on my girlfriend, and then she got up and started to walk away. And I'll
She's
just
got
follow
blood
her.
pouring out of her nose too. Her nose is probably broken.
The way out is
She
blocked.
deserves it.
The way out is blocked. There is literally no way out. So
I will make a way out.
No, you fucking won't. So, end of thing that is happening tonight is Sierra sees this. We all hear a rumble and see the screen fucking shake. You all turn to see what the fuck is happening now. And out of the caldera, separate from Drax's bubble, of wherever the fuck it went, is a literal 2-headed dragon.
Oh, great.
One head of which is formed of mostly solidified lava, and one head of which looks like one of those dirty, like literally the dirty thunderstorms that happens whenever a big eruption happens. And so you've got one that's like partially solidified, like glowing, like dripping like lava little bits, and like its eyes are glowing that deep magma orange. The other is like intrinsically entwined with a whole bunch of static and electricity and like thunder clouds. They both roar. As they roar, we get a quick flip over to wherever the fuck Drax went. He suddenly like drops into a completely barren field with nothing on it, nothing to hide behind, just open ground. And a similar version of this same dragon just drops in the middle and roars at him, and it's just him there with his sword. And then the credits roll.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll see what
I feel like Sierra making that comment should have more consequences.
I mean, it might later.
No, I'm asking DM, can she become a fallen ASMR for fucking saying that? Because that was fucking dark of her to say.
I don't think so. I think if you do something to the person who took you to task for it, then sure, like if you deliberately damage Isla or something else, but a dark joke is not enough to push you into fallen.
God damn it, I just want to be evil, okay?
You have to actually be evil, not just kind of an ass.
Well, she did try to just leave the party. Isn't that evil?
I mean, ish, but again, that's more just being kind of an ass than being actively evil.
That's like neutral.
Because that's kind of Sierra's
Let
thing.
me be the
unfortunately,
edgelord. I want to be.
Yeah, but like that's kind of Sierra's thing, is that she's kind of an ass. Like she can do and say things, but if someone said the same to her, she would get pissed off. It's kind of how she goes.
Also, I feel like we have enough edgelords in this campaign.
So many.
Not edgy at all. None of us are.
I just realized this is the 4th time Sierra has gotten injured for someone else's quest. She's kind of fucking done.
Right. But at the same time, she got pissed at Drax for making an offhand comment about like hating being in the Underdark. So it's like, bruh.
He didn't have lava flung at him.
Right. But you still got incredibly pissed for just, I really hate being in the Underdark, but like.
Well, here's the thing. We weren't even in the Underdark for me. We were in there for the Queen, and he blamed it on me.
Well, he didn't blame. He just kind of offhandedly mentioned. But like, that's my thing. Is that's kind of like one of Sierra's things, which is something that she'll have to like face or come to terms with. Is that she has a lot of expectation for how other people need to treat and act and talk to her, but doesn't always follow through in the same with other people, especially when it comes to Drax. Like it's a weird dynamic that they've got that she'll have to kind of come to terms with, which will be cool to see in character development stuff.
God, I just want to be evil, okay? I'm tired of being nice.
You're gonna have to actually try way harder.
I just punched you in the face. That's so fucking rad.
This is the start of my villain origin story. Getting punched by Isla. I love it.
Again, I am
No, that was amazing.
Just so y'all know, next time will be some combat. Just say.
Really?
I had no idea, Icarus.
Really? Are you sure? I wasn't sure if I laid enough.
I mean, we should be glad that my internet crapped out when it did. Otherwise, we would have been starting combat.
Possibly.
Yeah.
There it is.
So again, if you're a child and you're watching this, violence is not the answer. And what the hell are you doing watching this?
What the fuck are you doing on my channel?
With that, I need to go to bed. It's been a long fucking week.
Yeah.
Had graduations all week, and everyone decides to go to Applebee's, and I hate everyone. So
well, we're gonna head off of the stream. Sorry that we crapped out a little ways in. My internet just hates me. But thank you all for joining us for Kingdom Chronicles. We will be back next Friday with episode 62. And we're gonna see some repercussions for some fucking actions. So we love you all. Sleep well. And is it Friday yet? We will see you all next week. Bye bye.